10 minutes.
10 seconds.
Hello!
And we're in.
And welcome to episode 2 of Keys to the Kingdom. I'm Ken. I'm the Dungeon Master for this adventure, and I'm joined today by my players and some phlegm.
I'm Sarah, playing Runa.
I am Mike, playing a rogue.
God, I hate
God,
that.
I'm so mad at you.
You'll find out pretty soon. It's not like it's like right here.
And y'all gave me shit about the Kates.
I
in
did
his
not
character-
give you shit.
Actually, I like giving you shit
All right.
just because it's funny.
Anyways, I'm Gemma playing Nursey.
And then I'm Steven playing Cole.
And when we last left off,
serious to
our
avoid probing
intrepid
questions.
group of adventurers were exploring through or down a tower that seemed to poke its top up out of a graveyard at the not really request, after being given information that 2 assistants of a man you found on the graveyard had disappeared beneath the shadows of the tower and not returned. You're here because... Oh, and you are joined by the priestess Polly Daffodil. You're a relation of some kind or another to the Princess Sana.
Yep.
Who you are attempting to serve directly.
Mhm.
And the rest of you, I don't know, really got a dog in that fight yet.
No, not really. I was just following a rabbit's foot.
I'm just attached.
We're just kind of forced into it.
You were looking for work?
Yeah, because you always have to have work when you're poor. No, honestly, he doesn't usually do work like this. So this is him branching out.
He's not been super fond of the undead part.
No. Ghostly shit that has him just freaked. So, he's not liking it.
Yes,
That's
so
why you guys are
you
there.
are in a cemetery that has been called Sandhill Cemetery by the residents of Sonneberg,
West Sonneberg.
West Sonneberg.
I have it written Western Santaberg.
It's to the west.
You're 100%. All 3 of you are correct.
You also
The
do
East
know
City
that
Westman.
the sign that you passed that said welcome, that said Sonneberg at the front of the city, looks like somewhere right in front of the F, part of the sign is missing. Like they've just recently shortened the name to just Sonneberg. And
Yeah.
we begin with you folks down at the bottom of a long descended tower.
Nope.
And we found a foot.
You found a foot
In a shoe.
in a leather shoe. The foot itself shows signs of mastication.
Oh, good.
Nom 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 nom.
By what, you're not quite sure, but it
Someone
does look
pretty
like blunt teeth.
Oh.
Who's going to look at it?
Rather than stabbed, it looks torn.
Well, we already looked at it. We
Yeah.
found the map.
Oh, yeah. Who's going to throw it away?
Yeah.
But you tucked the
Yeah.
shoe back.
Yeah, I pushed the foot back into the shoe, so
Right.
it's fitting correctly.
Something actually is making it difficult to go all the way back in
So
the shoe.
you'd be holding the shoe. And just
Make a hearing perception check.
Oh.
Is anybody else near him?
We were looking at
He's
the
not-
map, so I think we're both near him.
I don't think he's not
Because
far away.
the map was with the foot, correct?
The map was with the foot.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
It was in the backpack that's in the corner near where the foot.
Where I
was
found the note as well.
Well, well, the note was on the map. We
Yeah.
were both looking at it. So, do you want us to make perceptions as well?
Sure, if you're all relatively in the same area.
Yeah, I
Just
imagine
everybody's
we're all
watching
saying-
you kind of get. Are you getting frustrated
Yeah, I'm
trying to
getting a
put it
little
back?
frustrated.
Okay.
No.
15.
14.
6, 7.
Oh, just a little better. I was a 6.
So 15.
Yeah.
14.
Alright. It's making a strange sound. It's at first you couldn't detect it because somebody was wrinkling the map. But after it's gone, there's still some slight sound of paper being scrunched.
There's, I think there's something beneath. Doesn't sound right.
You pull out the foot to see that the shoe is very well worn. And most of the sole from the inside is gone above where you think the pad of his big toe would rest, or right behind his big toe would rest.
Okay.
And there is a folded up wad of paper inside of there. It looks like it's torn off of a much larger piece. It smells terrible.
I don't have that spell, do you?
I do.
Oh.
It's whatever. I didn't
It
roll
is
it.
badly stained with sweat. Human
Whatever.
byproducts of death, you imagine.
Does it say anything?
Jelly.
It does. It says, it looks like the end of a missive.
Okay.
However, the most interesting part, other than please, in remembrance of my dear friend Edward, Etward, signed Prince Fino, and last name Esquire brackets. And then there is actually a stamp of the royal seal.
Please, in remembrance of my friend who?
In remembrance of my friend
Edward?
Edward.
Spell it again.
Etward.
Like Edward, but
D
to T.
And then what was the rest of it? Sorry.
And then it's basically like
It was from Prince Fino.
yeah.
And it has a royal seal.
But it's like, please bear. You have a feeling. You've seen it's standard boilerplate. You think the front of this place, please bear or give the bearer of this note all due,
Yeah.
duty as befitting someone of his stature, basically. You've seen them before.
Yep.
Prince Fino has a tendency to not just write them off to anybody, but he probably has like a scribe that writes them up and then he signs them.
Mm-hmm. He can't even do his own paperwork. What kind of prince is he?
Because sure, Princess Anna is all her.
She is a beautiful woman who is, it is beneath her.
How old are they?
They're twins.
The prince and the... Yeah, how old?
They are 22.
Okay.
I see
Still
what you're
young.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still very young.
Cool.
But yeah.
I was thinking he's not like
Neither
a kid
neither
prince or
are
something.
married,
Yep.
and there is some political action to try and marry both of them off,
Yep.
and to help decide, because if one of them bears an heir first, it's most likely that they'll achieve.
Yeah, they have a better claim now.
Yeah, it'll turn into a Game of Thrones. No, but...
However, neither of them are married.
Yeah.
Although Prince
that's just
Fino,
the
you
one
do
for
know, is dating quite a bit.
Yeah.
And there's like other kingdoms around and other like families that are all like vying and trying to get...
No.
They're the only
There's just those two.
Yeah, there's those two.
Nobody
There's-
else is part of the main branch of the family.
There's just a bunch of other houses that are playing in favor.
Thinking
Yeah.
like in Europe how it's like, from this country marries... That's what I'm talking about.
You're talking
No,
more
yeah.
than...
This is something you probably don't know,
Not
being
him.
new to Vodney.
Being player
But,
knowledge, and specifically him.
The royal family of Vodney all marry from the common people.
Okay.
But the only thing that's usually somebody, a commoner from their country. Every once in a while they'll bring in some new blood, but for the most part, they marry. No one knows or has said really how they meet them.
Mm-hmm.
But almost since the very first queen married her husband,
Yep.
they've followed that practice.
So, maybe we should keep going down.
Yeah, you're at the base of the tower. You can see there's only a slight bit left of the stone stair that goes up and around the wall before it turns into a decrepit and almost completely dismantled wooden stair that does not reach all the way up. There's only bits and pieces of it you can see where it's anchored to the wall still up there. And any flooring that used to be up this tower, it hasn't been long enough for it to disintegrate, but you don't see any of it at the bottom of the tower. There's almost no wood scrap at the bottom of the tower.
I asked Daffodil if she can cast light on my greatsword.
Oh, I'll cast light on your greatsword.
She goes,
We have one light, right?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah, it's only one.
concentration.
Yeah, it's not concentration, but it's only one at a time.
Oh, okay, it is only one.
Yeah.
I got dancing.
Yeah.
The priestess.
yes.
She's down there with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot kind of her deal.
Priestess Polydaffodil.
Polydaffodil, and then she.
We were escorting her to this location.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
To
that's
help
who,
deal
that's
with
who it
this
was.
problem.
She is
That's who it
specifically here to
was.
solve whatever is
I remember this note. Okay.
causing creepy dead
Yep.
folk to come
And then-
back.
And we figured it was most likely this place.
Yep.
Yeah.
It seemed to be the right answer.
We're getting
Well,
close.
this is also where all the creepy dead folk are coming from.
Yeah, but they were coming down from the bottom of the hill, not top
Right.
of the hill.
Yeah, it was.
But the top of the hill looks creepy.
Ah,
But
outside.
also,
the,
as far as you know, there's no actual bodies buried on the top of the hill. They're just,
Besides,
it's just
like military people.
right, but those are even just tombstones.
yeah, not
the
corpses.
grave dust. It's been so long, or
Yeah.
something.
It seemed the sensible place to.
Points down, I guess, the hallway.
Yeah, there's only one corridor leading out. It's about 20 foot wide with an arched exit. You do see, now that you've got light, beyond there is a lot of rubble strewn around, but still no wood.
Wounds.
But you do see a thin couple of splotches is really the best word for it, where something went splotch, left blood on the ground, and then splotch, left blood on the ground.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
almost like if someone was limping with only one foot.
Possibly.
I think we should probably head down this way. Looks like, and I'm just gonna take my greatsword and kind of point at the splotchy. Like, we might want to catch up with one-legged Larry.
I think his name was probably Edward.
Oh, that makes sense.
We aren't worrying about stealth, right?
Oh, do you give the note back to him, by the way?
Mhm.
Oh, I don't want it.
Do you look at it or anything?
After the tertiary look, no.
I guess I keep the note.
You keep the note.
You're cursed.
I'll stealth ahead.
You're gonna stealth ahead. I'm leading the charge. I'm taking a dodge action.
I've stealth.
He's going to roll a basically like a ball down
Okay.
the corridor, make sure that there's
Like a
nothing.
little brass marble or
Exactly, basically just to make sure there's nothing that's like no traps, triggers, anything like that. Once nothing happens, he's like, "Let's go."
Okay, your marble kind of, how hard do you roll it?
He's trying to get it past their vision.
Oh, to go
And-
at least
and
like
to go-
40, 50 feet.
Exactly.
So
Trying to
give
get
it
it
a
to
pretty
go.
good wind up,
Yeah,
but to try and keep it on the ground.
yeah.
And it goes, hits a couple things, like dink, rolls this direction, dink, rolls this direction, dink, rolls this, and then you hear it go, dink, 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 and it starts to get farther and farther away, but it sounds like it's falling down.
All ahead. Watch your steps.
At the very end of it, it goes sploosh. It just,
So dodge.
okay. There is, it's almost like a weaving pattern through the debris, but it's not manufactured. It's just stuff fell
And
at
stuff
odd
this side.
angles.
Yeah.
And so it does kind of go down about 40 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see there's a section of the wall and floor about 2 feet up
Mm-hmm.
and about 4 feet of the floor. It looks like it's been moved, pushed out, set to the side.
Oh.
And next to that, going further down the corridor, is a large amount of loose dirt and rock.
Yeah, I don't like that. Well,
So does it? I'm sorry. The loose dirt and rock. Does it look like it's kind of a natural, like cave-in sort of thing, or like someone's placed it there intentionally?
It looks like it's been stacked there with almost like a military operation. But none of it is stacked higher than 3 feet tall.
Okay.
Halflings?
Sniffer flint.
yeah, sniff nibbling. Nip snibblin. Anyway. Yeah, I press on and just weave through
Okay,
the
you think
3
that's
foot
where
barriers.
your ball bearing disappeared.
He's basically just staying right behind him. He wants a holy man right out front.
Okay.
That's fair.
You appear to be walking through a 10-foot wide, roughly, where it reaches both sides of the wall, corridor with arrow slits on the right-hand side from where you're walking that appear to go right up into dirt.
Hey, sneaky guy.
He's
Your familiarity with castles tells you this is probably the inside of a castle wall.
Yeah. So that's why I'm going to look really confused and be like, then go.
I mean, it was a major.
Like, oh my
yeah,
god,
just
sort of.
hold it out.
Look for traps.
Yeah. So
You also know that the city is built out of the inside of what looks like a great keep.
Yep, that's starting to add together now.
And we
Well,
did
the town, I should say.
that if Emile is to be believed, this is Rosselot Keep, which was one of the major locations of its day.
A great battle and whatnot.
Wasn't really one for history courses in my training.
so he's going to lightly step on floor panels while meanwhile basically investigating the arrow slits, making sure there's nothing in them, even though it's likely the that is going to be a. Is it just investigation?
Yeah.
Traps. 6.
Okay, this is with you
Step.
making a very thorough.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, investigation is intelligence.
Yeah.
So yeah, this will be more. Make a perception roll instead.
6.
So
I'm only good at Dex and Charisma.
you guys go about 30 feet beyond where this hole stopped.
Do you know you're not good at investigation?
Probably not.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I've
no,
actually
like
done that with the
before-
character a lot, though. Yeah, you're right. That's not really his thing.
Like, would you have said that's not really your thing?
You
Because it is my
We-
thing.
can assume it's not his thing.
Okay.
Well, you
I
didn't
would
say.
like to go investigate.
Okay.
He's not really good at anything.
It's okay. They don't pay me
23.
to think. They just
Okay.
pay me to smite.
So
I would just
in that first 30, 40 feet,
Yeah.
you don't see anything in the walls
Mm-hmm.
other than these are in fact arrow slits. You're at the wide end of the arrow slit, where if there wasn't dirt on the other side,
Yeah.
they must have thought they'd have a view of some battlefield from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And with arrow slits like this, they look like they're aimed down. So this was obviously a tall part of a wall at
Okay.
some time. After that 30 feet, your light reflects off of something metallic but not shiny in the distance. And it has an odd shape stuck in the center of it. Yes, you're still dodging.
Is it like kind of silhouette you right now?
There's just some kind of like odd shape in the center of what looks like a metal lattice work.
So I like to imagine that Cole just kind of approaches very cautiously, great sword ready, just when he gets close enough to realize what it is.
Okay. What you can see is it looks like a partially rotting a skeleton, probably somewhere between 3 and 4 feet tall,
That's right.
depending on what bones are left lying on the ground between what looks like a cross pattern of basically spears that come out to make a portcullis.
Oh, neat.
And whoever this was, sometime in the distant past, got caught in the middle of them.
That's rough, bud.
Can I tell what race it is?
Make a
Arcana history.
Medicine?
medicine.
Oof. Nope.
6.
You'd hazard a guess that it has. The cranium is bigger than
Oh, it could be a dwarf. Dwarf.
3 feet.
Really short?
3 to 4. 3 to 4, right? It's an assumption because it's not like a whole person intact. It's a
Like torso and...
Yeah.
They're medium, right? Aren't dwarves
Yeah,
medium?
but they're not high. They're stocky.
It's because they're wide.
Yeah.
yeah.
They got big. They are thick boned.
But there is definitely on the other side of this
Yeah.
makeshift portcullis something that looks like a lever that is partially stuck out of the wall, made of stone. It looks like if there wasn't something stuck in it, holding it open, there's like some kind of like a piece of metal in there with ratcheting things on it.
So
It might just retract on its own.
okay. So there's something jammed. Won't let it actually go back.
Right.
That would be a body.
That is the
No,
body.
there's something
No.
jammed
Oh.
in
On the
lever.
other side
Yeah.
of this.
It looks like a big metal brick.
Oh.
how.
Maybe this was someone's escape plan?
I hope it's a movable.
No, it looks like a brick about that big.
Dang it.
How far away from the actual lattice?
6
Spears?
feet.
6 feet from the spears? Okay. Maybe we can take a
The
pop
spears
shot.
look old.
Oh.
The body looks old.
I'm just gonna try to like shoulder. Oof. 14.
You go up against it. It does show signs of give, but you just didn't quite have the right oomph
Yeah.
on it.
Is it all the way to the ceiling? The spears?
No, the spears looks like they came out of the floor and out of the
The wall.
Okay.
left side of the
Yeah.
wall.
Is there any clearing up top?
Not that much.
I'm not that skinny.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
The priestess will go, perhaps if you and I work together, we might give it a go. Let's try pulling these down towards us. They seem to be on this side of the bars going across.
That's fair. I was just.
So you both
Yeah.
get in there together.
Advantage or.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 23. 22.
The two of you working together pull one spear, and once it gets down to about here, you bend it a little bit, it actually comes and pops right out of whatever was holding it into place.
Pocket that. Plus
Oh.
1 bent spear.
Perhaps we could use the spear
The bones all collapse around it.
to poke the block off the
It
lever.
is about lance size. It's about 8 feet long.
Then never mind. Then I'll just try to poke it through the hole. As soon as you get that idea, I'm like, oh, all right.
And so you poke and try and dislodge that metal
Yeah.
brick.
Like because you said it's a brick and it's in a lat, so he's just gonna kind of and then try to like.
Yeah. So it probably takes you like, and you have to get, and again, you need a fulcrum to
Yeah.
move it so you get it between some higher bars, and everybody sits on one end, and eventually it goes and pops out. And at first the lever goes, and you hear something sounding like metal grinding on metal.
That's a good sign, right?
Takes
Sure.
1 step back.
And
Just
then it
touches.
gets a little louder, and you're like, it starts to hurt
Maybe
you.
not a
Yeah,
good sign.
I definitely step back.
I'll
Okay.
take a few steps. Like when you step back, I take more than a step back. I take 3
Yeah.
steps back.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
whoa,
I want to
whoa,
be about 20 feet back.
15. I like to live dangerously.
All right. So You all get back and you wait
Yeah.
and you wait, and then eventually something catches, and it goes, and the spears go, but they don't go in all the way,
Okay.
and the body is still stuck on the ones that come down,
I'll rip
or
them off.
the clothing is pretty much just stuck on there. It's basically a pants and shirt holding a bag of bones.
Yeah. I'll disbody the spear and skewer the poor man. Yeah, it's been bodied.
And just now that you can reach up to this area, you can also see where the trigger plate is for this.
Oh, okay.
Is it where that body was?
It's literally half a foot in front of where the spears come out.
Okay. Seeing it, you can dismantle it, right?
Or just avoid it.
Or just avoid it? I was thinking
Well,
just
it looks
flip
like
the plate.
it's stuck down.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Whatever mechanism was supporting it down is stuck down.
Kind of tap at it. Do anything?
No. It's on this side, so.
Yeah.
Even if you push it down.
All right then. Nope.
So there might be more.
I have a pretty safe bet that whatever on the other side of these spears is undisturbed.
Perhaps.
That or this guy came wandering this way.
If you're any good with that sword, I'm not bad at seeing things. So I could
Point it out.
stay up front with you and could look for things.
Sure.
You hear.
Ahead of us?
Yeah.
Dodge. I'm gonna go 10 feet ahead, keep you behind.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there ready to swing.
He's gonna try to stealth now. Oh, great. Natural one.
Nope.
I found my bean!
I slipped
Or
on
my
it.
ball.
So,
Slipped on a
do you
rock.
all step back to the other side of the portcullis?
No, I step ahead.
You step ahead towards where it's coming from?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm actually just at your
What, 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
About 5
Yeah.
feet.
Oh, where the dirt that had been stacked up against the right side wall is stopped a ways back. So you're just at this wall here. You see about maybe 2/3 of a person attempting to ambulate towards you.
Which 2/3?
You see one full leg,
Okay.
It's a good question.
one
Is that
leg,
not valid?
one leg that is about cut off about mid calf.
Okay. And whole torso?
Whole
Parts.
torso except for here down to here
Okay.
on the left side is missing.
And are they wearing clothes that are not completely rags by now?
They look fairly
Recent?
recent.
Okay, got you.
Well, I mean, he didn't just buy them off the rack and come exploring. He's had them for a
For a while,
few
yeah.
years.
But
Yeah.
relatively modern.
They're
Basically, it's
modern enough that it's not ancient
not someone dead
history.
from hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
It's just undead from now.
Taking a dodge
And
action.
he looks the face, which is missing its nose, but other than that, the right hand has got a, looks like the broken off handle of what was probably a very thick weapon haft,
Okay.
like maybe a warhammer.
Runa will actually.
And it's kind of shaking it at you like it's,
Damn kids, get out of my tomb!
that's exactly what it looks like. He looks very upset about something, but he can't seem to formulate speech.
Okay, how far away is he?
He was just outside the range of your light, so he was probably about 40 feet. He just steps into the 30 foot of light.
Yeah,
Okay,
30,
so when
30.
he's 30 feet, I will telepathy him.
He walks like this, though. He goes 1 foot up, and then he goes almost down to his
Yeah.
knee, and then steps up, down like that.
Yeah, but I will telepathy him. Hello, friend. We're not here to infringe upon your archaeological site. We are just checking up on you. Every find will be credited to you.
And he says the thoughts back are jumbled
Yeah.
at best. He doesn't seem to realize he's in pain or even dead.
Okay.
It's quite obvious he's dead. Has been for a day or two, you think?
Yeah.
He's also been...
Not on.
Yes. But he's saying, must close gate, protect top side,
Oh, shit.
close gate. They came farther than this.
Okay.
And he says, can't. Brother went after what they're after.
Do I swing? Do I not? Do I swing? Do I not?
No.
Sure.
Loke doesn't know he's dead. He's trying to protect us.
Then I'm just gonna take a dodge action and try to just saddle on by him.
No, I wouldn't do that. He is trying to close the gate to
So you-
protect the top side.
You can close the gate after we get by, so come on.
You guys are already past the gate.
Yeah.
Protect the top side.
From what?
Probably what's ever down
What?
here.
Yeah, I will ask. What are you
I
trying
love
to
it. You're
protect?
scared. I'm like, yeah, come on, let's go.
What are you trying to protect the top side from?
Old evil thing. Must not get out. Vault.
It's probably not that bad.
Rossalok vault. Breached.
He says old evil thing is trying to get out because the Rossalok vault has been breached. There is someone other than him and his brother came down here and they went farther than they did.
Well, then it sounds like we need to stop them.
I agree.
So, Paler's light knows no darkness. Come on, Daffodil.
He says, I should just put this poor creature out of his misery.
Probably.
Oh, all right then. And I'll just swing at the head.
She goes, alright.
Nat 20.
Yeah. Before he realizes what's happening, he's like,
And then
he's waiting, he's like, wait, no.
and just whoop, whoop. Bag that. We need to bring it back up to. I'll just kind of like pull out an old shirt and wrap it.
Okay. So
Just-
he's wearing a shirt.
Well, I'll use his shirt
There you
and
go.
then just wrap it up and
He's
just
also
tie it.
wearing after the parts that haven't been chewed through were some fairly expensive leather armor. And quite fashionable. But again, seen some use. There's a lot of patches and
Lot of
sewn patched rips where he's seen quite a few stab wounds. If you
Rapiers. Yeah.
yeah, this guy was a dueler.
Yeah. No. Like as soon as I see it, I immediately recognize and go,
Yeah.
"Assaulting some honor, friend."
Oh, his honor was assaulted easily.
That's true.
Insulted easily. I mean, I've fought a couple duels. Who hasn't? Well, I was a teacher.
Oh. I'll do it. Like what do you say? He's like, oh
People
yeah.
want to dispute their grades.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh yeah, no, by all means. But yeah, so I'll just bag and tag the body, tie it to the bottom part of my backpack or the head,
Okay.
so we can identify. Be like, is this your guy?
There isn't actually any flowing blood in it anymore.
That's what I
so,
figured.
yeah,
Yeah.
it all probably went out the leg or
Oh,
the
yes.
arm
Yeah.
thing.
Tours.
What are we? What?
Do you want to ask?
Oh, name.
I'm 100% sure we asked, and I didn't take that note.
I'm fine not knowing your name.
I was just no. He wouldn't say anything until somebody asked.
Nope.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You gave the guards your name though
Yeah.
when you were asking for work, so somebody knew what your name was.
Honestly, at this point, it's just
But
because
you know, the princess didn't ask for it. She just thank you for joining us.
Yep.
and,
so-
yeah, nobody was like, "Well, who are you?"
Yeah.
Nobody gave him the F3. He didn't care.
So we're
I
traveling.
mean, I know what your name is because I got it written down right.
So where do we go next? Just down that hallway?
Yep.
No,
You know, at this point, I'm just going to give you a that your character's going to hate.
It's fine. No, you call him whatever. He hasn't
Okay.
given you a name to call him.
Okay, I'll think of something.
I'll think of something. So yeah.
Ooh, what was that?
Was that my
water bottle?
my-
No, it was his thing.
Thank you. More liquids to consume.
So
press on.
you continue on, again, moving slowly, trying so nothing outside your 30 feet
Yep.
of vision allowed to you
Like just
is a surprise.
moving with that dodge.
You come to...
I'm like actively investigating the ground as we're moving.
Mhm.
Would you like me to roll it?
Yes.
Ooh, 11.
Alright. That's...
I'm just looking for more traps.
But almost the exact same distance you traveled to find that portcullis,
Yeah.
you travel again
Yeah.
till you come to a door. The wood on the door has seen some better days, but it does look a bit swollen with damp, and the big reinforced iron bars that go through the wood probably signify this is supposed to be a secure door. Right now, the only thing, you do see there's some stones and things set up against the bottom of it. But other than that, it is ajar by about that much. The opposite direction.
Oh, so it opens.
It opens in, and somebody, not thinking too clearly, stacks some stones on this side of it.
I'll scoot the stones. Spend about
Okay.
like a couple minutes just to move the stones aside, and then just kind of.
Okay, it opens up into the underside of what looks like a grand gatehouse. It was probably at least 2 stories high. You can see where what was probably once the drawbridge and portcullis have both collapsed inward and then been mostly excavated.
Okay.
Any bit of wood that was probably bigger than this has been taken
Okay.
and is gone. They didn't bother with the steel portions of it. They're just bands of steel that were
Yeah.
strapped to big wooden posts. The bands of steel are just like strewn about here.
Okay.
Is there any way that I can investigate to try and determine, like, when the wood was taken? Roughly? Like, are the excavation marks more recent or more...
Beyond this, it looks like this gatehouse used to be completely covered in earth,
Okay.
and it's been dug out.
Okay.
There is the entirety, this 2-story, 20-foot long brick and mortar corridor has been completely excavated. You can see the other side, there's a door that is open, but for some reason they didn't use that wood. And on the other side you can see it goes in to about 3 feet, and then it's completely filled with rubble and earth, impassable.
So this is about as far as they got.
And then there's a tunnel in the dirt leading away from the gatehouse. They've completely excavated the gatehouse and then dug a 5-foot high tunnel and reinforced it with a lot of old wood.
Okay.
Like it.
The dirt looks like whatever they've carved the tunnel into. It looks like it wasn't exactly loose earth, but they seem to be really afraid of cave-ins because it is heavily reinforced.
Does it look safe enough to go in?
But you think this is probably what happened to all the wood.
That makes sense.
I'm not an architect.
Yeah, I'm not one of the stuntling kind.
But just to confirm, because she was a former history professor,
Mm-hmm.
this is not the way you would normally excavate a find, correct?
No, this is not a
Scholarly?
this is not a scholarly excavation. This looks more like a mining operation.
Yeah. Whoever did...
You're not even sure where the dirt went.
Yeah. Whoever did this was not doing archaeology. So either the Weasley Emile is lying, which I'm not going to rule out, or we believe the dead man and there was someone else who was looking for something very specific with a map.
Emil did say that there was a man that was down.
Yes.
So, an archaeological dig?
Not really.
Sounds like grave robbing to me.
But this excavation does look older.
Yeah.
What would they want with some dark evil? Or is that just a coincidence?
I can send my dancing lights down there to kind of light up the
Well,
tunnel
if
real
what
quick.
was in the vault is what was ruined to be in the vault, it has something to do with the book that dear Miss Tarnborough had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Nonetheless,
And she'll like pat her bag where she has that book.
it's not good, and if it falls in the wrong hands, that could cause more pain and suffering than it being left down here.
And a lot of people were willing to die to keep that vault closed, and it has apparently been breached.
Let's go find who did the breaching and put an end to him.
Into the tunnel?
Into the tunnel.
Do you want to go first?
Always.
Hands and knees, sir.
Yeah.
You go through the tunnel. It follows almost perfectly
You
straight.
said it's a 5 foot?
5 foot high, 3 foot wide.
So it's a crouch.
Great sword. Long sword.
I don't have to crouch.
Yeah, you don't have to crouch. So yeah, I'll ask for you to light my long sword now.
She'll do it.
And then I'll press on with
I
my
have
long
to
sword.
crouch quite a bit.
Also.
She's 4'10". She can just walk.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You think you're only slightly taller than the people who probably dug this. About 60 feet deep, you find the body of a gnome.
I knew it.
Oh, I was thinking it was halflings.
It's a gnome in what's looks like very, very heavy metal armor. Like almost a complete set
a full.
of plate mail. Gnome-sized.
Ah.
With a spear stuck in his back. And he's probably been, well, let's just say, it's hard to explain, but he's been dead for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
But his position here looks new.
Oh.
Looks like he's been dead for at least a year.
Okay.
Is the face desiccated?
And yeah, he's a bit mummified.
Okay.
But it's more like bog mummification.
Oh,
than
yeah,
it is-
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so he looks just kind of leathery and swollen, and his features all kind of like bulged out and then blended back in. You can't quite tell. Well, you think maybe the spear is what killed him. The first
Originally.
time.
Well, I'll sigh and be
But
like,
how he got here, you're not quite sure.
I'll sigh and just be like, well, that's a waste of plate.
The style on it is odd, too.
Odd as in old or odd as in no?
Odd as in sharp,
Oh, okay.
angled, militant, but like
Can I do a history on it?
like trying to be scary militant. Yes, you can.
Intimidation tactics.
Can I help her?
That is a 17.
When did you leave the tunnels? How old were you when you left?
Oh, yeah, you were.
So, what'd you roll?
17.
You just remember briefest, long ago, your home before you left it. It's a weird memory, just flashes of military, not action, but like scary short people coming to your home. And they wore armor. This reminds you of that, but you only saw them in like shadows and flashes. And
So I'm gonna get really close
as a
to
child,
it.
you probably watched them at the trade market from under a bench or something.
I think these are the things in the Underdark.
I'm just gonna look at you.
Can I do like a history on that? See if I know.
Like I
And you can too, since you're from where you're from.
I
That's an
briefly
18.
Wait, you say history?
remember.
Have I heard of them?
She's describing something that is written about in history books.
Yeah.
But it dates back to the Empire. You used to probably teach Empire Studies as one of your classes.
Probably because I was alive then.
Yeah. So, well, you were alive for the end of it.
The end of it, yeah.
But there were occasional, like these, one of the enemies of the northern part of the empire, northeastern part.
Yeah.
Yeah, northeastern part of the empire were creatures and beings from the Underdark.
Okay.
This was probably, but it could be any gnome from what you can tell.
Yeah.
There's not enough left of him.
But
to
if
tell.
she's right about the armor,
Yeah. There are supposedly gnomes in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're the only friendly thing in the Underdark.
Oops.
I remember them attacking my original home.
Actually, you remember them trading.
Like trading and stuff like that.
And scary.
I remember vaguely covering them
They're creepy and short, though.
in a portion about old Empire enemies. They were the best things you could hope to find in the Underdark. Present company excluded.
I haven't been there since I was 8. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whatever it is,
But,
at least it's dead.
because Vodney is more Cell.
Yeah, Vodney is in the heart of what used to be the old
Yeah.
Empire.
But it would be
the promised land of the Empire.
extremely
The
rare
greenest
for them to
and
get
most
this
beautiful of the
far
Empire.
south. Any of the Empire or Underdark problems came from
Balteria?
Balteria. So
Maybe it tunneled from all the way there.
that is
A joke.
concerning.
Forgive me, I'm a little perturbed.
Well, joke or not, they got here somehow, and
Yes.
And I just kind of like poke it with my longsword. Is it because it's dead?
No,
What's
the
dead?
situation being here.
Oh.
Well,
Well, cheer up.
I'm trying.
it is possible to travel this far. I don't know about underground. I didn't have much experience underground, but I traveled from Balteria to
Okay,
here.
so can we hurry on? This is really hurting my back. I know you don't have a problem, but we're really crouching here.
It's not my fault you're tall.
That's what I'm saying. Let's carry on. Like,
So you leave this
yeah.
poor fellow where he is
Yeah.
and continue going. Another 50 feet, and it breaks open
Oh, thank God.
into a spot where you think the original dirt that covered most of this place, if it came here, it covered only a briefest portion of it, and then you can see a brilliant fresco painted on stone with arched columns or columns and an arched ceiling in the front of it. It looks like some of the oldest buildings in Mavonis look like this still. You may not have ever been there, but you've seen pictures. They certainly submit them. There's like, come see Mavonis, the last remaining heart of the true empire.
Does it have any signs of aging?
No.
No cracked plaster? No, nothing.
No. The artwork, in fact, looks like a rose garden. Very tall, but a rose garden. And standing to either side of the archway that stands slightly ajar are two men carrying a symbol. They're like holding swords above the archway, and they're carrying in this hand, or in the opposite hand from the other side, a symbol that you recognized from the book that was poisonous.
Oh, good.
The Red Daughter symbol?
No, the other one.
The Red Order?
Yeah.
Okay. Which was the hunter.
The hunter of the Red Daughter cultists.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is basically a rose,
Okay.
but it's a big rose.
So I'm just kind of staring at it and going, don't you think that's a bit confusing?
What?
So you say they hunt the Red Daughter Order, right?
Yes.
And they're called the Red Order.
Yes.
Don't you think that could be confusing, that people would think they're part of the same thing?
It never confused us at the time.
How old are they?
They were part of the old empire they fell with. Oh, I thought they did.
As you get closer to it, your light shines upon the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And standing before each painted figure
Mm-hmm.
is a puddle of, well, what would have been a puddle that is now dried splashes of blood. It looks like spray from either side of the door.
Like you can see where someone was standing, and it's like
There are in fact boot prints in the base of it
there we go.
on both sides. The boots are about size 8, but they're very wide. And it looks like from there's blood puddled around the boots, and sprayed back away from the wall, back from the walls.
So
out.
something in front of it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any closer. That seems like a bad idea. I don't want to end up like a...
Likewise, but we have to find out what's down here.
Is this the only thing in the room?
This looks like where the dirt did not fall this far. Looks like it goes right up to the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't fall onto these stairs that lead up to where this fresco area is.
So we came out of the tunnel. You said the fresco's like right in front of us,
It's about 10 feet back.
and is it floor to
There's
ceiling?
a roof, an intricately carved stone roof that's carved to look like the tops of trees with roses hanging down all
cool.
around it.
And then the door that you were talking about.
Is pushed in, and
Okay.
one half of it is laying off its hinges.
Okay. Well, I'm going that way, staying away from the fresco.
Isn't the door by the fresco?
The door is between the fresco.
Oh,
Yeah.
Between the
And-
two
Oh.
painted figures.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to get, like the geometric.
Oh, I thought it was fresco and then doors over here.
No,
Yeah.
it's in.
Oh, God.
I always have to
Yeah,
have it mapped out.
they are holding their
So-
swords up over the archway, and the rose is about head level
Can you
for
look for
guys.
traps?
I can.
I mean, I can look for
You
traps.
should look for them. I can deal with them if you find them. Clever in that way, not just looking. Things.
It's not my best. This is a 15. Looking for traps by the door.
Okay.
Oh, can he aid by basically like going in areas where you might not want to tread and doing anything like, look at that, because he'll dodge. He'll
You
text it.
approach the door.
Yeah.
Don't find any traps. As you get closer to the archway, you see that something's off on the roses that the two men are holding.
Okay.
There appears to be writing in amongst the petals,
Okay.
but you can't really tell exactly what, and something's off about it. You
Alright.
need more light.
Yeah.
So, like, switch hand, and I'm
He's coming.
taking my non-dominant
Hold it out
hand.
as
Well,
far
no.
out
Actually,
as
what I will do is
Oh.
I will draw my rapier and cast light on my rapier so
Your
yours
rapier
goes
does
out,
Or my long circuit.
and I
Alright.
hold it up.
The
Sorry, need to read.
Polly will go ahead and on the pommel of yours.
Thank you. Wait, not the pommel, do the blade. I like the way it looks with the blade.
You'll have to settle for now. You go up, and you can see there are intricate runes carved in amongst the petals.
Okay.
It's definitely some kind of ward,
Okay.
some kind of fairly intricate. You don't know how powerful it is because it's been broken.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Is this the vault?
Somebody has. You're not sure when, you can't tell, but somebody has
Purposely?
erased part of the magic, and these are no longer magical, you believe.
Okay.
But at one time, you have an arcane ability, right?
I have Arcana, yes.
Do you want to make it?
Yes.
Can I aid if you tell me about this?
Yeah, I'll say something like, oh, these were warded, but they're broken. I'm trying to figure out what involved.
Oh,
What?
2 17s. So
That'll work.
23.
So you guys say it at the same time.
There were definitely
Yeah, it's always
an enchantment put on these
That's why.
doors. There was
I'm gonna
probably
wait
some
1
kind of
second.
code word
Huh?
Okay.
or phrase or movement you had to do to open the door,
Okay.
or else You're not sure what would attack, but something about the swords being active.
But they're no longer.
No. Whatever that was is gone.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that we're not going to get hurt going through the door.
Oh, okay.
The bad news is I think it was meant to keep people out.
So this is probably
So this
the
is
vault.
the vault.
Or at least the first layer. I doubt they had only one protection for the vault. But
Cowardice is not known in the Church of Palor. Let's press on.
you keep saying that.
A corridor, what you can only imagine to be thick, very well polished stone. Again, painted brilliantly, lifelike rose bushes all along there. And as you are walking along, you can see there are actual dead rose branches sticking out of
that's
the wall
cool.
in
Okay.
various
That's cool.
areas.
Yeah.
And you can see they've been chopped to bits.
Oh, that makes me sad.
But at one time, this was probably a very, very pretty trap.
A very, very pretty trap.
But it's been activated, dispelled,
Mm-hmm.
and then chopped up what was left. A long time ago.
I bet
Well,
those
not
rose
necessarily
bushes
that
came out and entangled you.
That seems
So, I'm all
Yeah,
doting over it, and I'm like, oh, well, you know what? It lost its charm.
no. These were the good guys. That was a good thing.
No, but now I'm all conflicted.
Good
Again,
people have to trap their stuff too.
you probably thought at one time there were passwords
Yeah.
that allow you to pass through here, or maybe a path you had to walk.
It's likelihood that there was a way to get through safely if you were meant to be here.
Yeah, if you were taught the way.
But it seems whoever came through knew what they were doing,
Apparently knew what they were looking for.
and were here.
I'm more inclined to think it
purpose.
was the person who allegedly was supposed to marry Tika,
Again,
because he had this.
Or
part of it.
whoever left her the book.
again, dried blood where the broken rose branches are. Old dried blood.
Yeah.
I do think he was probably part of the order, and there was no
I think
estate.
I think he probably killed her because she had the book, and he was
Assuming.
assuming. I think whoever gave her the book knew the dangers they were putting her in.
Yeah. Because she said she found it in her classroom.
Someone gave it to her
Yeah.
specifically.
Well,
This hallway ends another door that's been smashed down.
I look back at you doing that.
What are you doing?
He did like the knives on that.
Oh, yeah.
The first door looks like they opened one side and smashed the other one down. This one looks like more violence. The doors have actually been pushed inward. Somebody took them off and threw them inside to the room.
Big boy.
Or somebody's very angry.
Very angry 8 foot or 8 size 8.
Size 8.
Yeah.
Sitting just
Why?
beyond them is a throne that is sitting right on the very edge of a giant chessboard. There are lots of chess pieces in here, but most of you are familiar with the game.
At least vaguely.
I never picked my proficiency.
You can
set.
see it looks like it's in the middle of a game.
No, one type of gaming. It just says.
That's your game.
That's my game of choice.
I'm checking mine.
It looks like it's
I don't.
actually as you.
I don't think I
It's
have
your
one.
game of choice.
Thinking cards.
You,
No, I do. It's mine too.
Oh my god.
You both at the same time
I'll be correct.
find yourself looking at the
Yeah.
tail end of a 8-move checkmate.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
And
rough, bud.
standing where the king's figure should be, or sitting, laying on the ground, is a helmet that is made out of steel, but it looks like it's got a spine, like almost reptilian spine sticking out of the top of the helmet.
sorry. Never mind. Wrong character.
Wrong character.
I was
Well,
excited.
then you know,
Yeah.
that's, and whoever was the king here probably lost. But you also notice on the other side, on either side, there are no knights on the board.
Nothing's attacked us yet.
But there is, just where the king's position is the backside of a helmet with a big fin.
I'm gonna go pick up the helmet.
Boonk.
Yep.
It leaves behind a skull.
Oh.
An old skull.
Okay.
The only thing still attached to it is a big bristle beard, but it doesn't look like hair.
Ew.
It looks like wired iron.
That's terrifying. I have no idea.
Can I do a
I'm just gonna pick.
Arcana?
Arcana?
I'm gonna reach in to the skull,
Yeah.
like bowling ball, pick it up.
There's no flesh
Yeah.
or material left.
So it's
in
just
it.
gonna reach into the eye sockets and lift
Do you
it
wanna
up
help me?
and turn it over.
Sure.
You know what this is?
18.
You know, dwarves have had some pretty thick beards, but this actually looks like the beard is actually made of metal.
Yeah. I mean, I do
that's
speak
cool.
Infernal, so I've done some studies.
Yeah,
That's
there are
easier.
a race of dwarves that are native to only to the Underdark.
Okay.
Oh, the Duergar.
Yeah.
Or Draugr.
Dwergar.
I like Duergar.
However you want to say it.
Yeah, so
Tomato
between us,
toast.
it's just. There are a lot of Underdark things
Oh! Just toss it.
here.
Oh, disgusting. Oh.
No offense, just.
Paulie goes, even I can tell she's not a dwarf.
No, I'm just. It's not the whole Underdark thing, it's just. Evil dwarf. Okay.
Character would like to check to see if there's any like ledges or like hidden things that are just around while they're
Sure.
taking natural 20. Hidden things.
It looks like
Only way I could get it.
there's room on either side of this chessboard to be a spectator,
Okay.
but no room to pass the chessboard without walking on it.
So it goes all the way to the edge of the room,
Mm-hmm.
and the other side has a side that you could look for.
And that the other side has 3 thrones on it.
Huh.
One of which has a
One of us has to die.
the remains,
We could win.
the fresh remains of a human.
Fresh.
But he's too far away to give more than just.
But we can
It's
tell
silhouette.
it's still got skin and everything.
Yeah.
It's
I wonder
He's just
if
within
that's
range of
one
the
of the
light.
ones
He'll
he
point
was
it out.
following, or the brother.
It's probably the brother.
It seems like they had that kind of luck.
There doesn't seem to be a way to get across without touching the boards.
Something tells me.
The figure on the other side of the chessboard very slowly goes.
Oh, yeah.
I
And
don't
then
know how
leans
to
back.
play
I'm
chess.
just gonna yell back. I'm like, "Do you want to play?"
It goes. And then leans
Is
back again.
anyone good at chess?
I'm not terrible, but it was a bit the scholarly professional.
Paula says, I can play a bit too, but I've only beaten novices.
Same, yeah.
Maybe check
Likewise.
each other.
Oh, I do have prestidigitation.
Maybe
But
check
Polly
your...
will say there are some pieces missing.
So maybe we assume the pieces.
She says also whoever sits here is already lost.
Step into the king position.
Are they?
Does anything happen? When
Are
I get...
they in
No.
starting position?
No,
But
they're
missing
in
pieces.
the end of a game.
The end of a game.
So I'm just gonna.
Yeah. So you don't know necessarily where.
Yeah,
the
so
You
position is.
step into the losing king's position though.
Yeah.
You just go.
Like because he imagines because he just steps and he's like. Okay.
I will step onto the board, but not necessarily into any position.
Yeah, the only, like I said, the only pieces that appear to be missing are the kings and the knights.
Random question. Is there maybe a path that could be jumped from piece to piece?
Well, if you actually
With
climb
graceful
down the pieces.
athletics?
Most of the pieces seem to
Acrobatics.
be right down the center of the board.
Mm-hmm. There's no way to get to it.
Except
without-
for,
You
yeah.
have to step on.
Again,
Just
the
checking.
only one that's out of place is a bishop that's way off to the side. That's the part that keeps
That-
the
okay.
king in
Yeah,
check.
kept
so
the
he
king in
can't
check.
move.
Yep.
Just checking. You want to be the king?
Yeah.
He's already
Perhaps
standing
we
there.
just try walking across and see what happens.
Polly goes, I'll do it.
No. I'll go. He'll go for it.
You start walking across.
Mm-hmm.
The figure at the end, other end of the table goes
With my long sword of light.
almost in surprise.
You're cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, like, as soon as I make it to halfway,
You run all the way
yeah.
across.
So he goes to like walking real slow, gets to the halfway marker, and then
The guy who was sitting in the other throne gets up and kind of like, you can tell he's dead.
Other throne?
I've got it.
Has been for a day or two? Tops.
Okay,
But nothing's chewed on him. He's just dead.
he's just dead. I'm like, I have another dead one. If you wouldn't mind to jaunt on over and
But he's acting like
hey,
he
you just
doesn't know
cheated.
he's dead.
Yeah.
No, I will come up to within 30 feet of
Yeah,
him.
everybody just starts walking across.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
fuck this thing.
When I'm within 30
Again,
feet,
you think whatever enchantments on this chessboard have been broken.
okay, I will telepathically ask him if... Did you come down here with your brother, perchance?
Yes, he went back to block the gates.
What did you find down here?
Dead things.
Yeah, that's alright.
Did you breach the vault?
No, we followed the man.
Did the man breach the vault?
Took the thing. Broke everything. Left the guard behind.
Did he get out?
Yes.
Dad.
Is that what's making the dead wake?
Don't know. The dead are awake?
Unfortunately, you don't know what was in the vault?
He goes, big sword spear.
And that's what he took?
Yes.
Can I do a history? 17?
It doesn't really, I mean,
Yeah.
sword spear. Maybe he's talking about a halberd or a pole arm of some sort?
But there's not like an artifact that comes
Not
from
that
it.
you're aware of, no.
Yeah, I'll relay what he says.
Oh. Well, should we
Probably.
all right.
She says, pretty sure I can just handle this.
Oh, let her do it. You did the last one. Take turns.
It's not about sharing, it's about bringing evidence. Does she chop the head off, or does she just do the...
No, she actually doesn't use her rapier because it's only good on people.
Fair.
So she takes out her her hammer off the other side of her belt, switches hands with it. This will only hurt a little bit. And then crushes his head with it. It takes a couple hits, though.
Yeah, so I'm just like...
And it goes... And then she hits it again. And then again. And the fourth one puts it down. And she goes, I'm better with a rapier.
It's fair.
But she did seem to... by the second hit, you could tell she was smiling a little bit.
Oh.
And the fourth hit, when she was just all... Oh, and then she regained her composure.
It's fair.
She seemed to enjoy it quite a bit.
Probably doesn't get a lot of chances. The opportunity doesn't. And then there's no, on the other side, there's no passage.
Destroyed.
On the other side, there is a half-open door that looks like it slides into the wall. It's made to look like it's part of the wall, but it's been slid halfway and left there.
Points with the pommel of the dagger.
Again, as you
Continue.
look back at the chessboard, there are at least 7 different places where there's dried blood at various positions on the floor.
Neat.
Where evidently a lot of games were tried and failed on this chessboard.
How
Maybe by people who didn't know the game very well.
Yeah.
it's possible. How destroyed is the poor man's head? I'm guessing unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he? I'm gonna look at his hands.
So he left he left
His
a
hands
guard
heavily
behind?
calloused.
Can I search through his
A lot of-
clothes?
Thumb and forefinger calluses, but then a lot of like broken fingernails and things like that. But as you look at his hands closely, his fingers have been removed.
I'll take his hand.
Okay.
Can I search his clothes and pockets
Yes.
and inside his shoes?
And inside his shoes. All right. Inside his shoe is another note, not bloody,
Yeah,
but still
Stinky.
the same.
the same note, but this one's complete.
Okay.
And it's also, are you going to look at it as well?
I'll look at it. I'm like, oh,
It's
what's this you
also a
found?
blatant forgery.
Of that
Not
note.
Prince Vino's signature.
Yeah, I look at him.
Not in the slightest.
I'm like, that's not the Scallion dog's freaking signature.
I mean, his own sister can fake his signature
Yeah.
better than this. This is
I'm
garbage.
just looking at
Somebody
it.
just made a flowery signature,
Yeah.
but it's definitely not his signature. The seal, as you get a closer look to it as well, is garbage. It's totally not right. It's missing all of the filigree and the spiraling
Yep.
gold wire around the outside.
I got the fakest $100 bill the other day, and he handed it, and I'm like, no.
Did it feel like Monopoly money?
No, I didn't even touch it. It was that bad. Benjamin Franklin's face was like, it was pretty fucked. It was just terrible. I'm picturing that.
Did he really try passing it off?
Yeah, he did.
Poor
He was,
guy.
and he was like, you know, what? I'm like, I just looked at it like, that's not U.S. tender. That's a fucking.
That's
That's like a Monopoly slip. Yeah.
Take that back to the bank you got it from, sir. You
Yeah,
got ripped
like
off.
you're very lucky I'm not.
It's probably Wells
reporting
Fargo, huh?
Oh shit!
Come get me.
Roasting.
What's the note say?
It's
It's the same stuff.
Please
So?
give the bearer of this note my close personal friend, D.Y. D-E-W-A-Y. Dewey.
The way. The way it would. The way. It would.
All possible courteous, he is a close personal friend.
Blah, blah, blah,
Signed
blah.
by
Right.
Prince
Fino.
Fino. Yeah.
So were they set up, or are they trying to pass their way to get
I
down
think
here?
they were trying to pass.
Yeah.
So they're treasure robbers.
Salvatore. That's a
Salvatore.
goddamn last name. I couldn't remember.
It
Fino
seems like it's
Salvatore.
another person trying to pass off the graces of someone royal.
Going through his pockets.
Like when you say graces, I go, like, oh.
He does
I mean,
have.
he's royalty, even if
does
he's not
have-
the one in charge.
I'm not even from this country.
Yeah, he does have a rather intricate set of wires and files and
Oh.
hooked.
Yeah, I'll hold them up and
pins.
just like,
Also, he's like a rogue.
need a spare.
It's actually a good set.
Yeah, in fact, it's got a few strange oddities in there as well. It's got a wind-up cap that goes on the front of a doorknob. Supposed to be an auto lockpick.
Yeah.
No self-respecting rogue would ever use one. But
It's like,
He's got nice things. He might not be good with them, but well, he certainly isn't now. Anything else good on him?
not really.
Not really.
He didn't come out down here. Either did his brother, armed particularly well. It's like they didn't expect to find anything walking around.
So we're heading down to fight whatever is guarding.
I don't know why we would have to if the thing in the vault
To
is already gone.
Check the top side. I don't know. Kill it.
They said that
either way.
that whatever was dangerous is threatening outside, and the tunnel should have been closed. That's
All right, we can
That's the
go
danger.
kill it.
There we go.
What are the chances of it being like a giant snake creature?
I wouldn't mind that as long as it's not
Like,
some
I just
spirit.
look at you and I'm just like, why would it be a snake? That's silly.
It's more likely to do something with roses,
Yeah.
honestly.
Or a three-headed dog.
Got a dog.
Harry Potter jokes.
Yes.
Polly.
So, to make short
Chamber
of this,
secrets,
you find
they
at
play
least
chess
6
game.
more traps
Okay.
along your winding path
Yeah.
to what eventually turns out to be what you think was the vault at one time. Again, a very secure door made of steel and iron and various other metals with a combination lock on the front of it.
But a big-ass one.
A big ass combination lock that
Oh,
you had
buddy.
to move, and you can see the door is picked up and moved aside,
Oh, good.
and there are wires going to something inside the wall that probably had electrified the door if you got the combination wrong.
Whoever did this was very strong.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big door. Really big door.
Beyond the door, as you walk towards, bring the light further into the room, the two of you now both shedding 30 feet of light, a brilliantly marbled stone floor. Each block is individually, carved and set to fit, almost be exactly alike and perfect, and they're all made out of rose marble.
Oh.
They were committed to a theme.
Yes. Well, the Roz lock means red, but it also means rose in the old Empire language.
So
I press on. I take charge, take lead,
Yeah,
and
as the
You're
room
the
opens up.
man.
It's
you're the
about
man.
it's rectangular.
Okay.
It goes back about 40 feet, in the center of which is a
warning.
coffin.
Uh.
The lid of the coffin is pushed aside.
I'll just do yours. Don't mind the way.
Beyond the lid of the coffin is what looks like a weapons rack, but it's not made to be convenient. It's made to hold and lock weapons in place.
Oh.
For curing.
Yeah.
And
So,
Not for arming.
or
Yeah.
display. But,
Yeah.
well, kind of display.
Yeah, because
But
You can
protection?
tell they wanted to display them, like, hey, look at this neat trophy I got, but
But
they
at the
didn't want
same
anybody
time-
to just walk
take it
along
off the
and pick
wall.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has also been broken.
It's
Okay,
like
is
the
there only one
Mona
thing
Lisa.
missing?
There is
behind its
only one
glass
thing
and-
missing.
Big spear sword.
It was right in the center. There is a long sword with the symbol of a sun in the center of it. There is a blade about this long, wide blade, but it's a dagger, but it's a very wide blade, and it's only sharp on one side with the crescent moon going the opposite way of the dagger.
Hmm.
And then there is a bow that has obviously been snapped, and the string has been taken off of it. But they couldn't get out of the rack, so they just broke it, and then took the string.
Oh.
And then on the last thing on this side is a gauntlet.
Singular.
Yeah, a singular gauntlet, but it just would cover up to about here on
Mhm.
your hand. And then, so it's like a cestus, but a single cestus.
Oh. I was thinking fingertips. That makes
Yeah.
way more sense.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
No,
useless.
it's like you curl it
Yeah.
up in here and
Yeah,
it locks
yeah.
in place and you punch people. with it.
Okay.
The bard's here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Sparkly.
what is this? Like a bedazzled glove?
Is it on a one of those
Oh, and
mannequin
behind,
hands?
up on the plaque that you couldn't see originally because of the way the roof is, it goes up. beyond the weapons rack, and you see a blessing from Pelor, a curse to the Red Daughter, and a warning. These weapons are all cursed and are protected by Sir Loris. Looris. And as you haven't actually got to the weapons yet, you're just kind of like seeing them at the edge of the 30 feet. You can see inside.
Corpse.
There's somebody in there.
It's probably hanging out. Yeah. History.
And this is no more doors.
He's a knight,
This
right?
is the end of the room.
All right, cool.
He's dressed. The armor is old Empire armor.
You said it's protection from who?
It's protected. Blessed by Pelor.
Palor. Cursed from
Cursed,
the Red Daughter.
And then protected by Sir Loris.
An unnatural 20 on Sir Loris.
What?
On history?
Yes,
no,
sir.
I'm a high elf.
High elf, that's what it was.
Sir Loris
Couldn't get them.
was a paladin of Pelor.
Yep, that's why it rung a bell. So he's just
Back
sitting there
in
going,
the Empire. He was one of their mighty warriors who, basically, as he aged, he joined like a secret order to protect the Empire. You now know this is
the
Red
order.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And disappeared.
I like to imagine this. The only reason why he probably knows this is he's like, I kind of idolize that guy.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Evidently, he entombed himself in here to protect the weapons.
Because they're cursed.
Right, that's what the last part was.
Mm-hmm. Although he himself has a rather nice long sword, a shield that has the symbol of Pelor, but it's an out-of-date symbol, and it's mixed with the symbol of the Empire.
Steven.
Don't go
No, it's
punching
good.
the
No, it's
camera.
good. It hasn't changed.
Sheath your sword.
It hasn't done anything to you. Yet.
And a very nice suit of half-plate.
cool. I'm going to sheath my sword.
The protection thing doesn't look like it worked.
I'm just going to walk up to the coffin
Okay.
and just kind of peer over at the corpse.
It's dead,
Yeah.
but very well preserved.
Yeah, I'll just be like,
In fact, there's still just the faintest pinpricks of light behind the visor. It's like a bucket helm with the sun, basically. but
yeah.
An open visor, and you can see the eye sockets. And there's little pinpricks of light back in the eye sockets.
Yeah, so I'm just going to be like, stand over it, look at him, and go,
Must be the guardian.
hey there, big guy. Seems like someone broke in here and stole what is it, the sword spear?
Sword spear.
Sword spear. I know you were put here to protect everything, but looks like death got the best of your rest.
The arrow of the daughter must be returned.
Nope.
So when you say, he goes, is that the spear, so you're gonna have to help me out here.
Yes, Cole.
Arrow.
Sword spear. It's probably a huge arrow.
Yeah.
The unmailed fist of this corpse goes.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Does
I'll help him out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna help him out and just be like, oh, easy, old time. Easy.
And we'll take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks, with meeting a new friend.
What is it with you and befriending the undead?
the undead and like
Anyway,
It would be the
evil
first time.
things.
We'll be right back as soon as possible. Talk to you all later.
Looking forward to exploring more.
Oh, almost skips through. We're back.
Hello.
Sorry about that brief break, but continuing where we left off.
Helping out the old guy. Out
Yeah.
of
They
the,
needed a break too.
they needed a minute.
He doesn't seem to need all that much help,
I hope nonetheless.
but you're still like,
Yeah.
supporting. But when you like try and offer assistance, it's just you're like moving something that's just got force to it.
Yeah.
Just touching it, it's got presence and gravity, for lack of a better word.
Come to feel it.
And this guy's like my idol.
I know. So it's your couch. What are your what do they call it? Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah,
they're
but,
out and he's not attacking us?
Runa will approach and she'll say, So, Loris, I am not of your order, but
You can see the priestess is just like got.
Like, he's
Yeah.
She's got her hammer in both hands and just like waiting for any sign to just do something.
yeah, so I'm not of your order, but I have your mission. What does this arrow do?
We are not sure. As he gets completely out of the
Yeah.
coffin, he reaches down and goes to grab his sword and looks at all four of you
Yeah.
and leaves it where it is.
Oh, I go to hand
or
it to
all
him.
five of you.
Yeah,
And
I-
he goes, leave that.
Oh, okay.
for
I said
now.
is he sitting on his tomb or is he standing?
No, he's standing up
Okay.
out of it now.
Okay,
He
I'll stand
steps
next
down
to him.
out of it. He's about in armor. Maybe they added a couple inches to him here or there, but he's about 6'4".
Okay.
They put
He's
lifts
a-
in his
Okay.
shoes.
Could be just importance, but he's definitely dead.
That's fine.
Yeah.
For sure.
But he still radiates a power.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Runa will. Sir, you are aware that you're dead?
Yes, I gave up my life to watch this place with my death, to keep the arrow out of the world.
What about the other weapons?
The other weapons are cursed as well, but this vault built to hold the arrow.
The bow's broken.
And the string is missing?
Perhaps someone misunderstood the legend. The arrow cannot be fired.
I kind of just laugh, go, it's okay. I didn't understand either.
And he says, but the thief, and his voice kind of builds up.
I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
The thief was a member of our order.
Like from when he was alive, or
No.
The person that was supposed to marry Tika.
Yes, there are other undead rising in the town nearby.
Yes, I've brought them back to find him. I will raise all the dead in this land until the spear is returned.
I'm gonna look at Daffodil now.
She's just all, let's see if we can talk about it.
Yeah. I'm like,
She's just all, I cannot take this thing.
I'm just gonna mouth to her, just be like, I'm really conflicted because he's my idol, and
Runa is more focused.
yeah, and I'm just like, it's a Paylor paladin raising
Sir.
the undead for Paylor.
Your undead, while numerous, are not super effective at the moment. But
If a corpse could look bummed,
yeah,
he goes,
we are dedicated to your cause. I would lay down my life to thwart the Red Darter's mission in any way. I can pledge you myself that I will not rest until that arrow is returned.
When you say that, I whip out my longsword as quick as I can, and then just get down on one knee and hold it up. Immediately, as soon as she says the pledge word, he He's like, oof.
You know, me too. Good idea.
Oh my God.
So if you could please return the dead to their state, we would be more effective in searching for this thief.
Make a persuasion roll.
Let's just persuade our way up.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Thank you, dice.
Look at all the
I don't have persuasion. God damn it! I'm a warlock. Shit. 21 though.
It's pretty good.
Fucking intimidate.
I only have deception.
Oh. The only time you have to speak honestly.
And then I'm just gonna be like, God, what's his name again?
So Lord.
Sir Loris. I wanted to say Sir Adafel Delp, but I'm like, that's not
the
it.
other guy.
That's
That's
the other
the bad
guy. That's a different
Although
one.
he is the same thing as that guy.
Okay, yeah. I figured he was.
Yeah, I mean, you've never experienced one before,
No.
but you're pretty sure this is a death knight.
Yeah. Sir Loris, and I just like drop down on one knee, and I'm like, Sir Loris, by the will of Palor and by my honor as a paladin, I will do anything I can to return the arrow of the daughter. I'm sorry that your order was betrayed in such a way, but Palor's light will shine again. I'm still holding their head down, sort of.
He kind of like looks at the two of you. You're kneeling. Are you just standing there like beseeching him, like, please?
She's kind of standing there, but like she like clutched her hand to her heart, just like.
Alright. He goes, kneel by your comrade.
I do in a second.
Yeah, okay.
Good call.
And he holds up his hand and the sword kind of like flies up into it. But slowly, not like threateningly. And he holds it like flat side down and proceeds to tap each of you 3 times on the shoulder.
She's gonna nudge you and be like, "This is how warlocks happen."
This is how I mean, what's the difference between a warlock and a
I mean,
paladin?
I am already a warlock.
You haven't said that. You
But
called
we're-
yourself a scholar.
I am.
Then he holds it up in front of him and speaks words in an ancient form of what is common tongue for the Empire. But it's basically just a flowery version of, I induct you into the Order of the Rose, the Red Brotherhood. Seek out its corruption, renew its bond, and bring back all treasures of the evil moon.
Short-sounding name.
It says, seek you the power of the Red Brotherhood. I fear they cannot be trusted. They must be unmade and reborn. I charge you two with this task.
Done.
Accepted gladly.
I don't make pledges. That's whisper, of course.
Anyway, he takes the sword down. Kind of like looks almost at a loss with what to do with it. Because he doesn't have a scabbard on his armor.
Yeah.
So he just kind of like
Sets
sets
it
it he just sets it across it.
Okay.
I guess
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just.
And he goes, return to me with news when you have it.
Shall.
I will undo my curse upon the land. However, those already raised must be put down.
That is the first thing today I am glad to hear.
As your ceremony, I charge you with this task. Slay all that I have raised.
How many is that?
All dead close to me.
But how are we supposed to know what
They-
you raised, not some random necromancer?
I think we
I
should
think
just
it's
kill
all
all
the
the
same.
undead.
I've
Done.
When have we ever considered, like, spared the undead? Why start now?
We're sparing him.
I do have a question, though. Before they were not.
He goes, I detect one of the travelers in my
He gives a bow.
and he bows back to you.
I'm like really confused.
Um,
What does that?
he
You
cocks his
were
head and he speaks
Great
in
allies to our order.
history, Arcana.
You know nothing.
Oh, it's secret. It's secret. He sort of cocks an eyebrow and he's like, "That's good." That's good.
He's kind of just ignoring you and the priestess.
in Baltarian. He's just curious if he knows it. The common or the current version of it. They were not dangerous, or they were not aggressive before. Will they be now?
Would I understand what he's saying?
My control is removed.
In common, he'll say, did he respond in Baltarian or common?
Probably in common. but-
Okay, cool. He's like, that's
Yeah, they're gonna be dangerous.
We should go
his
to
So,
influence, the good part.
Is common, like our common, just the Vodney?
Yeah.
Or like, so would I know Baltarian as
It's
well?
Well,
my country,
it's-
like...
The traveling people have their own
Okay.
language,
Mhm.
but basically the only difference in dialects from common tongue amongst the other kingdoms now is just a different accents
Okay.
for now, and a few
Emphasis.
a few words have changed as slang has become popular in different parts of the country.
Okay.
It's
so
like
it's
Portuguese
like the United
to
States.
Spanish?
Yeah,
Portuguese to Spanish?
No.
No.
Portuguese is
No, that's
very
Those
a
are
little
different
more than
languages.
that. That's,
I
yeah.
think they share a lot of things, but it's not.
yeah,
Like Portuguese sounds like Russian Spanish.
or
Yeah.
more closer to like Spain Spanish to Mexico Spanish.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a few differing words and turns of phrases.
Or
I
different
just picture
pronunciating
German,
the same
Russian,
words.
and
Yeah.
like something else mixed in my
No.
head.
Just accents, I guess.
No, I'm just picturing what Baltarian sounds like.
Oh.
It was
Yeah.
In
like
my head. In my head.
Romanian, right?
Yeah, essentially.
It's Lucrezia.
It's
something
Baltic
like that.
states.
Yeah.
Well, Vodney is a mixture of Italy, France, and England, and Germany. So
Okay. After that, he gives his little. And we should probably go.
Agreed. And
those.
especially if you said that they're
less friendly.
less friendly. We need that haste.
Yes.
Should
let's-
we gather the townspeople?
I'm sure they're
I'm
gathering
sure
now.
they're figuring it out fairly quickly.
Well,
Oh, the poor tailor's woman.
I don't think she's gonna make it.
it's honestly. They brought it on themselves. The undead shouldn't have been raised. They shouldn't have treated it like that.
Like
And he starts walking.
I'm running.
Yeah, he'll follow
Yeah.
it, whatever it is.
I'll give like one last like bow to Sir Loris and then
he salutes you.
We'll be back.
yeah.
with his, he goes and gets his sword again.
So we're running back.
Yeah.
So, what part of Baltaria are you from?
Lots of it. You know they call us the travelers.
Yeah.
I don't really know anything about it,
Yeah.
so I don't want to like drop something in the world that isn't already there.
You
Is
know
there-
enough about the travelers to know that they're the most common of the common folk. They are traveling people. They don't have any permanent homes. They travel in wagons. They're the most common, like, lords and ladies thought of them as kind of a menace. 24-hour party people, if you will. Kind of an annoyance.
They
But the
live free.
commoners love them.
Yeah, always entertaining.
Yeah.
But
But a lot of the people, like your house, probably thought they were a problem. Thieves, pickpockets.
Would they probably
Junk
be the
hours.
people I've learned how to be a bard from?
What?
Were they the people I learned how to be a bard from?
Starting with, yeah, probably.
he'll probably just be like, I passed through this city, this town. He gives you basically like, these are some of the places we traveled through a lot. That's sort of his like area. But he doesn't give a lot of information. It's not that he's like,
Obfuscating?
not that he's
or hiding
obfuscating.
anything?
It's more that
He
he's
just doesn't want to talk about it all that much, you think?
it's more that he's acting mysterious.
Oh.
Mysterious, I am.
Yeah, character traits.
All right, Flashy.
Flashy.
So, we're running.
I'm not super tied to it yet. I'm
No.
working on it.
No, I mean, that's fair.
Something along those lines, though.
Yeah, of course.
Flashy.
Sneaky.
We'll get there.
We're working on it.
There'll be something.
Daggers.
He'll do something, and there will just be a name from
Yep.
it. That's how nicknames gotta be born.
You can't come up with your own nickname.
The nature.
Yeah, it never sounds good when you try.
If someone
Hey,
asks,
call me Tebow.
Well, I don't care what they call you. We're gonna call you Squirt.
just get like when we meet something new, just be like, oh yeah, and introduce yourself.
Yeah, so we run back up top.
Yep.
Alright, you pass through the big excavated thing, evidently the little gnome guy in the really heavy armor is kaput.
Did he like dust?
No, he's just kaput.
Oh, okay. The gnome guy? Oh
But-
no! Oh, that guy.
He wasn't raised.
Not the tone.
Or if he was raised, he was put down again.
I was thinking gnome for some reason.
But, and also the brothers
Yeah.
are
we-
both
We already put those guys down.
defunct. You make it all the way back to the port cutlass
Yep.
that you left open.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the brother body is gone.
No problem.
And there's a lot of damp on the floor.
New?
Still
Like
not a
still.
Like whatever came out of that fucking hole.
It's a town that needs my saving.
You pass the port cutlass. Light charging in front of you. Light lasts for quite some time.
An hour.
Yeah, so quite some time. As you're running past the port cutlass, there are shadows 10, 20 feet. There are, past the port cutlass, there are now shadows in the pathway. Small shadows. But shadows.
Or initiative.
I'm going to put out a corridor.
First combat of the campaign.
Yeah! Once.
Here is-
No moral dilemmas either. Just good old fashioned
Kill the undead.
smites. Because you do have 2 smites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For when you need them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The port cutlass
11.
is right in the center of this screen. The hole is right. Oh, that's the wrong one. Did I
That's
use,
not a hole.
did I use the wrong one? The hole is right here. Array yourselves just past this when you see them.
First.
I'm right behind you, I think.
Oh. That's a terrifying sound.
What?
The heavy thud. I was
Yeah.
like, oh gosh, is she broken?
No,
She's just metal.
just metal. And not glued particularly well.
There is a smattering.
Oh
The
Christ.
halfling army.
These are gnomes.
He pulled it out already. We're doomed. Doomed, I say.
Most of the gnomes don't look as well armored as the one you saw with the spear in his back.
Okay. Thank you.
You do
Good
recognize the counterpart of that spear on the way back as belonging to one of the pawns from the chessboard.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's just
So
not.
initiative?
Yes. All of these figures
Yeah, that's what I figured.
appear to have sustained some sort of single life-ending injury and then gotten back up.
One of. Oh, one?
No.
All of them seem to have fallen victim
least-
to one of the traps in this room of some sort or another.
I at least broke double digits.
I did not.
11. 10.
9. 6. Oh.
So 11 is the highest. What's
Yeah.
I gotta roll for Polly.
I bet Polly's gonna go first.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Oh.
We'll find out.
Where'd my Polly mini go?
Where's
my Polly?
I know where it is.
No, I think I put
No.
it away.
Oh, that's not it.
There she is.
I thought you were gonna go to the wyvern.
The
Do you want
wyvern
to switch?
to battle camp.
Put her
Give me
like
the
next to
mouse
you,
so I
I
can do it.
imagine.
Next to.
I'll do it.
Next to.
Battle. I've gotten very small.
I told you.
Need to do the reframing for it.
A little bit.
You need to do what?
Reframing for that one. The only thing that sucks is I stand a lot.
Yeah.
So I need
You're
it.
the problem child.
I am the problem
So,
child.
We need,
Like, we know this.
we need a snorri cam on you.
I'm sorry, what?
A snorri cam?
Oh, where the camera is locked to the
Oh.
single.
Well,
So Cole
Not
got
yet.
an 11.
10.
Oh, who got the 11? Oh.
Mike did. Daggers.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Stab.
I know what your
Very-
name is, so I can write it down.
Just don't tell us, because apparently
No,
we're not
tell
supposed to know. No,
It's
don't
not-
tell us. I don't care now.
It's not that you can't know. That's
Says
not
you
what it
have
is.
to ask.
That's it.
Principal now.
He just never
Shut
approached it.
up.
And you got a 9? Bruna?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's alright.
And then 6er for Gemma.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Mercy.
Didn't even think of that.
So low, you'll probably never get there. Next is... So, first thing, just as they loom into view of you, step past the things, you can see there's a... These look like miners. Or they're dressed for mining, but they're also dressed for fighting. And they all have that same... The dwarves all have that same kind of wiry...
That's terrifying. It's some like steel wool.
But they're all also dead. She will immediately, the glory of the light of Pelor sends you to your tombs. Go back to where you came, dead things. Blah, 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 blah. And
Is she gonna move closer and then do it?
Yeah, she steps right up to that first one.
5, 10.
Yeah, so she can
'Cause-
get 30 feet.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the very least, she can get several of them to cower. Not that one, though. Not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one.
She did nothing.
The fourth one
the
back.
very last one.
No, he said fourth.
The fourth and the fifth
These two.
Do we have an?
It's-
and the sixth.
It only
Any
gets
other things?
it
It
only
only
goes
gets
this far.
5.
It only gets these two.
Oh, okay, so those two immediately turn and on their initiative,
Loot on me way.
which isn't next. They both kind of go like they're terribly afraid of her and the light that's coming out of her hammer. And you do notice the face of the hammer has a sun on each side. That's her holy symbol.
Yeah.
And they start to turn and run, but the rest are still there.
Okay.
Next is...
Okay, so
Mike.
so he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20,
Hole.
25.
That's actually a hole that goes about 4 feet into the ground.
So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
He's
going to make an attack, sneak attack if it hits.
They're zombies.
I know. It just was it's a 9 plus 6, so 15.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
With dagger. That is 9 damage. And then bonus action disengage.
What did I just do with my pen?
Pop back to here.
I like
Really? Right there?
just put a
That's
pen.
You can
fine.
pass through my space.
Yeah, and I'm gonna move up.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right, I gotta get another pen. Oh,
But
there
mind
it
the
is.
gap.
So you hit the first one for 9.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next is...
Cool.
Oh.
So I'm gonna cast Bless on 1, 2, and then 3.
All right.
and just be like,
Hand me that lightning bolt four-sided, or the
Nice.
dagger four-sided thing.
I'm
Those
gonna
are
pull out
Polly's dice.
my great sword and just hold it and just say,
Yeah.
Baylor, guide our strikes and make them strike true and bring these undead back to their grave. And then I'll mind the gap.
Oh.
Is that your channel divinity?
No. I'm only 2nd level. I just blew a spell slot to bless.
I can't remember when paladins get their shit.
Yeah.
So you just cast Bless on 3 people.
Yeah.
And next
Just hopefully
is
so that we don't
Runa.
miss.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with the one in front of Polly. I am going to hex that one
All right.
for strength. I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah. Like, what else? Like,
I mean, the other thing you don't know that much about Z word. I
No,
take it. So yeah.
that's a save though, isn't it? Not a check.
Yeah, technically a save.
it's a con
Right.
save, not con check.
So 16 to hit.
That'll hit. Yes. Same one.
Yeah. So that is 14 force and 5 necrotic. So 19 total.
Jeez, big hits.
Yeah. He kind of goes, or yeah, it might be a she. Goes and doesn't quite fall over
Yep.
Yeah.
and keeps coming forward.
Okay.
It only takes 1 damage to put it down.
Radiant.
Yeah. Well, that's not me.
But
Wait, how much damage did you do?
19.
That's a 10 plus.
10 plus half. So it needs an 18.
Oh, it's damage plus 5.
Yeah, it's damage.
Oh,
Damage plus 5. Sorry,
No,
I'm
it's
thinking
down.
of the other
Sorry.
side. Yeah.
No, I don't think I can roll that high.
No.
Yeah.
So it's down.
It can take a bunch of little hits.
Yeah.
So sorry. No, I was thinking con save against the other thing. But
No. It's
Okay.
not like a
Do you
concentration.
have a spellbook thing on here?
I do.
Dun, dun, dun.
And you're next.
But that's my turn.
So you blasted it. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Next is them.
Oh. Well, at least you have time.
So this gnome kind of like scramble crawls. For some reason, the dwarves all seem to be moving pretty slowly.
Mm-hmm.
The gnomes are moving weirdly fast
Oh.
and creepy.
I don't like that.
This one goes and scrambles right up.
Huh?
5, 10, 15.
Oh, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 25. 5, 10, 15, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20. They
And then
kind of,
those guys beat feet
yeah, they will move
to the corners.
50.
50 to the corners.
No. This is. It doesn't go any bigger.
No,
than
that's
this, right?
the size of the
Yeah.
thing.
So they go in the two
Yeah.
corners.
Yeah. And they kind of like look back and see they can't get any farther away, and they're just.
And then they're gonna start taking the dodge.
But that one other dwarf will step up and try and hit Polly.
Fair.
And Polly.
Come on, Paul.
And
That's what you can do.
yeah, Polly gets kind of like hit in the face. It bangs into her helmet, but you can see immediately blood squirts out of her nose,
Okay.
and she's hit incredibly hard. And she's like kind of rocked back on her feet from this thing.
She's hit really hard.
Yeah, blood immediately starts like squirted out of her nose when it hit her in the face.
Oof.
The next one, the strangely agile dead gnome coming after you, gets a 12 to hit.
Miss.
No, sorry, that's a 14, but I think that's still gonna miss. All right.
16.
The rest of them can't quite make it to you on time.
Cool.
They will continue moving though, and kind of like pack the corridor behind these two. So if you just scoot them up to fill all the available space.
Like that,
Yeah, and then that one will actually step into the hole behind his comrade.
buddy.
And that's about it.
Okay.
Next again, it is Polly, who looks rather embarrassed. Oh, sorry. No, I'm wrong. I did it again.
It's okay.
You're up.
It's because she's a dark elf. You can't see her, right? Hiding
Yeah,
in
it's
the
because
dark.
she's.
In the back.
She's in the back. She's hiding.
No, I mean,
In
she's got the
stealth.
black curtain, too.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
I mean, you never switch, so.
How badly hurt
That's
does
a lot of
Polly
room.
look?
She looks like her nose is definitely broken. Her jaw might be dislocated.
She's not dead. Yet.
I will healing word her. That's
Okay.
a bonus action. It's plus my charisma, right?
Yep.
4.
All right.
And then, or that dwarf.
Saving throw.
Yeah, and I'll be like, you could have hit harder than that.
Polly looks back at you and goes, "He hit me very hard." Is that a wisdom save?
Yeah.
I think that is a 8.
Got him.
Fails.
Got him.
Yeah.
For 3. And he has
Alright.
disadvantage.
All right. Give me, put one of those little black thingy on. Yeah.
I'll do the white one so it's more like.
All right.
It was the dwarf?
Yeah, the one right in front.
Put your scrunchie on my dwarf. All right.
He's very obvious.
Next
Now
is
now
the top of the order.
Now it's top
Polly.
here. Yeah.
She will trying to make a good showing for herself.
She gets a D4.
Hit.
Bless.
Oh, that's right.
We'll find it.
As I throw it on the floor.
Well, that's not helpful.
I empathize.
That's a hit.
Got him, coach.
Yeah, so she will hit this thing very hard with her mace. It's the same one you did.
Yep.
So you did 3. Okay, so it's still up and around, still moving,
It's still moving, still grooving.
but she did give it a pretty good whack with her hammer. Next is Mike.
So he is. Disengage. Just
Yes.
no opportunity attacks.
Correct.
But there's no one next to you anyway.
Yeah. Disengage.
No, you don't need
Why
to
are you
disengage.
disengaging?
To get through without any issue.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Are you gonna dash and disengage? Because
I
moving
can-
through us,
Yeah.
you don't have a problem.
Can I make an
Moving
athletics check to
Oh, okay.
basically get
You're
over?
gonna try and climb over the
Yeah.
wall. I mean, they are fairly diminutive, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Athletic or acrobatics, right?
through- Yeah.
But you're
to
taking
leap
the
over.
disengage
Yeah,
action.
Yeah.
Yeah. 13.
So disengage bonus action, so you can take the acrobatics to jump over. Okay.
And then he's going to. Can I make an attack while I'm going? Just dagger.
Yeah, you have a single attack as an action. Yes.
We'll go for the this one because it is next to him.
All right.
So sneak.
if you hit.
Yep. 18 nat. For 8. And then he will go back to here.
So
So he just goes.
How much movement
How
do
much
you
movement
have?
do you have?
Oh shit! Sorry, no, you're right. Yeah, so
but you did 8 points of damage.
5,
to that?
10, 15, 20, 25.
30.
30.
So that's
Yeah.
the extent
Fuck
of
right
it.
there.
But you stabbed that one in the back for
Mhm.
8 points.
8.
Mhm.
All right. Next is Cole.
Swinging the one down with my greatsword in front of me. I'm assuming it's a hit. 9, 14.
14 hits, definitely. Yes.
Cool. Oh. Oh. 9, 12 damage.
Okay.
Or is it just...
Yeah, it seems to feel that a lot, but it's still up and around.
Okay.
But you did kind of like it goes, kind of crushes in under your assault, but it's still kind of it's a little guy, so he's
It's a
still
little
kind
guy.
of moving.
Yeah.
Next is Runa.
Okay, I am, as a bonus action, going to move my hex to... Fuck. This guy.
Alright.
This guy.
That's funny.
And then Eldritch Blast.
That same one.
That one.
He's got a bit of cover behind the other dwarf, but go ahead.
Okay. 21.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
You don't have to worry about cover when you're hitting 21.
That bless is taking care of that.
Right.
Oh, same amount of damage, 19.
19 to the same one you stabbed?
No, to the one in
that-
the back.
Right, the same one you
No.
stabbed.
I stab.
Oh, is that the one you stabbed?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. No, you stabbed
Wait,
the
yeah,
one...
you're right. You're right. I got the
He
sneak attack
stabbed
on
the
him.
little one.
So it's 19 on him.
No,
for-
that's the one that Cole just hit.
Yeah,
No,
no,
so
he stabbed...
I changed after I had already landed there because I was like, oh, I need that sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
So
he
as
stabbed-
he's jumping over, he basically shot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this is the first damage he's actually taken.
All right, so
I forgot.
you did 14.
19.
19. Wow. So that one is it. All right. Math rearranged. Everything's back in order.
All right.
Nothing changed on the battlefield. The dead things get a go.
Oh, dead things.
So this one in front of Polly will go after her again.
Oh, damn.
So
She's just getting...
she gets hit in the face again. She's like, ah!
Was he at disadvantage?
You know what? Okay, he dismissed her this time. I forgot that he was
Mocked.
mocked badly last
Even
time.
with the little boa.
I forget, yes.
Or you're mocking.
Sorry, thank you for catching me on that. Next one is the little wiry guy.
Yeah, the wiry guy that's in my face. 16.
That is a 20, not natural to hit you.
Got him.
That is for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I take 3. And I drop bless.
Oh, wow.
Wait, no.
You take 3
Only 10.
because of...
His armor
10.
master.
Oh, okay.
So you just passed.
Just 10, yeah.
So you... Bless is still up.
Yeah, but I take 3 damage.
Good thing.
Yeah.
It's
That's-
been
that's
super
your
helpful.
That's literally why I blessed myself, is because
Yeah.
like I don't have Warcaster yet, but I need this.
Bless yourself.
I can't wait to do the combo of blessing myself and then taking the minus
Take
5
weapon.
plus 10.
Oh,
Just-
minus 5 plus. Yeah, that's sweet.
That's gonna be so much fun.
All right, so next
So much fun.
one... Again, they can't go through. The one that you're standing next
Yes.
to, though, that got
I've been waiting for
blasted by Runa will turn and go...
Just mollywop.
We know what the roll is.
Natural 20?
Lucky.
You're going to use your lucky?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I like how you have the 320s out.
That is instead a 15 to hit you.
Just what he needs. But not a crit.
Not a crit.
You can use lucky on someone else?
Yes.
No.
No, only
Only me or an
only
attack
him
I make.
or attacks he makes or rolls he makes.
Yeah, basically anything affecting me.
Yeah.
You can,
That's
you
what
can
I
force
meant,
a
yeah.
reroll.
Yeah.
So that is 5 points of bludgeoning
All
damage.
right. That's what I want. 5.
From a broken stick that probably used to be a mace at some point.
It's better than 11.
Or it might have even been a shovel.
Get it next.
Next, that one over there can't get anywhere. It doesn't know you're back there. They're not that bright, so it's not going to turn to attack you.
And they can't get any closer to him.
Nope.
No, they can't.
Yeah.
Unless the
They can make ranged attacks. I
turn
mean,
wears
that's it.
off or someone attacks.
Yeah.
Next is Narcy.
Either get the one I got or get the one Runa.
I will...
You to do your whispers.
Mm-hmm. It's so wisdom save. Have you hit the one in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
How much?
For 12.
I'm gonna hit the one right behind the one in front of Cole
Okay.
with dissonant whispers.
Oh, okay.
So wisdom save.
Yeah. That is a -1.
Oh, that's great.
2d6.
Yeah, 36. I think it fails.
And then it has to flee for its movement this round, right?
Yeah, as a reaction.
Yeah, but no opportunity
For
attacks.
12.
Yeah, no opportunity attacks.
Okay, so that one is 12. All right, they're all getting bloodied left and right. That one, as a reaction, will try and move its 20 feet of movement
10,
that way.
15, 20.
Yeah.
Does he provoke
Nope.
attack?
No, they don't with that spell.
Because they're forced to do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Only will.
Was it that one or the other one?
No, it's that one.
It was that
Okay, not the one with the bow.
one. No. Roguish halfling.
Next one is back to the top of the order. Polly,
Yeah.
determined to make a good showing for herself.
At least she's hitting.
Bless is still up, you said.
Bless is still up.
She nat one. She can't see for the blood in her eyes and her, just
Yeah, no.
vision blurred. So instead, when she misses this time, she will back up 10 feet
Okay.
out of range.
Does she get 2 attacks of opportunity?
The quick one tries to hamstring her.
No.
She takes 5 more points.
Dear God, she's gonna die. Oh, mind the gap.
And she needs to make a saving throw. No, she doesn't. Never mind. Not this one. All right. Next is top. Oh, no, that was Polly's turn.
Daggers.
Next.
So
Daggers.
Polly will go ahead
And
and
call you daggers.
heal
That's
herself.
not bad.
That works.
Oh, with a bonus action?
I wanted one.
No,
with an action.
That works
She
better.
used a.
Oh,
a
that's right.
swing,
She rolled
yeah.
hit. Never mind.
Yeah.
So she just moved.
Yeah.
Never mind. I lost track of what I was doing.
Okay. So with his action, he's going to make an attack at that guy. 16 nat. No sneak attack. This. For 6 damage.
Okay.
Not down.
No.
Okay. Then he will make his bonus action offhand attack. For 17 to hit.
Yes.
With a whole 5 damage.
Nope. You don't
Wait.
get your modifier.
Oh, you're right. A whole 1.
Still up.
Yeah. Did it
But
look
they're-
like it almost got... Is it
They're,
almost
they're all getting torn to shreds, but there's just enough connective tissue and bone matter and flesh
Alright.
to keep them up and around at the moment. Since they are before, it was much easier when they just stood there and took it.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're not taking it
Yeah,
anymore.
that's
Yeah.
fair. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna go after the one that I almost put down.
Fuck him up.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Another?
Yeah, that's
The
a
one.
that's a nat one too.
We've been doing that a lot today. I even did it a couple times.
And I'll just I wish I could just stand here.
You can. May not do a whole lot of good.
Yeah.
They could
You
both
just
get
butt-
by you.
Yeah. But for imagery, I'm standing there. I'm
Right.
minding the gap.
Use a react.
Yep.
Okay. Next is Mike's character. Who
He just went.
showing
No,
anything
Mike
else?
just went.
Runa.
Oh, Cole.
Yeah.
Runa. Sorry.
I'm going to
Daggers.
Eldritch
I
Blast.
don't know what's wrong with me.
The one I have
Brain is not
hexed.
connected.
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
That is
Just-
a 21.
Again? Dang! Bless pain
I seem
away.
to remember Runa doing a lot of this last time.
Yeah, she
as
did.
well.
Yeah.
For 11 this time.
That's the one that's hexed.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's this guy.
The one he's just stabbed.
Yes.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
one that I also did a fuck ton of damage.
Yep.
You got him there.
Yeah, he does not stay up.
And then just hand back the hex.
For you.
Thank you. Well, I still have my bonus action.
Yep.
Yes.
So I am going to actually move it forward to the most effective dwarf.
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to move or are you going to stay there?
No, I'm going to stay here.
Okay.
The mountain.
Yeah.
Alright. Now it's the Zed's turn.
The Zeds.
That one in front of you, the
Yeah.
quick one, will attempt to attack, and so will the
The dwarf.
greatly damaged dwarf.
16.
Not a chance.
Okay.
And still no good.
I imagine my hex kind of looks like moonlight shrouding
Oh, I like
the
that. Yeah.
dwarf.
This other one is still
Like a
trying to
pale-
push past.
Tail
gray.
gray.
How long does that one have to run for?
That's it. It was just his reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he's going to come up behind
Daggers.
Daggers.
He's gonna try.
He is going to try. Nat 20.
No.
Two more to try.
Total is a 9. I don't think that's
Nope.
going to get through your armor class.
Decent armor class.
All right. So
Better than mine.
that is the zombie's turn. I see you're up.
Quick. Supposedly.
For my bonus action, Holly, I'm gonna be like, come on, you're a priest of Palor. You can take this and give her inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
By the belittling inspiration.
She's negging.
If I remember correctly, the first go around, Narcy did a lot of that too.
I love it.
And
Character
then
consistency.
a vicious mockery to that dwarf are gonna be like, and you can't even hit like a paladin. What kind of like undead are you?
Quite very good undead, I think.
Holly passes.
17 to my wisdom saving throw.
I
I think I'm doing quite well, if you ask me.
I found the leader.
For a zombie,
I found the leader.
I'm just a zombie, and I'm still standing, aren't I?
And he's supposed to be a paladin that takes me out.
Top of the order, Polly goes, you're right. I should be doing much better. She kind of like got tears in her eyes still, and she'll walk up and try and smack that sucker again.
She's got a D4.
6.
So
She can use that D6 if she also still misses.
She didn't miss the time.
Good.
So she's going to keep it just in case she needs to do something else with it. But still, that is... Which one is that? That's that stupid dwarf that's still standing there. Still standing there.
Yeah, it's part of it.
What?
The bonus action
logistics.
attack. With
Yeah. And then, so she will, rather than heal herself, she went in there to attack again. So
Did she hit?
It's because you nagged her. That's
she
why.
did.
Hey!
But it is now...
Daggers.
Daggers.
Sure.
Daggers works for me.
That's what I'm going for.
He saw this guy go for him.
Yeah, he came up behind you, and you see a little arm swing out past you where he missed.
He'll just go for an attack. 19. It's for 7.
To that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one you did the other thing to?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Someone hit. Yeah. The
The
Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Took like 12.
Looking good.
Yeah, they're all getting... They're all, like, so close. They're all, like, really beat up. I mean, worse than when they were probably killed the first
I
time.
would hope so.
But they're still walking around.
But
at
yeah,
the
still
moment.
up.
Okay. That's fine. He is going to throw his other dagger. This one.
Ooh, I like it.
Disadvantage because melee.
No.
Yeah.
You're
I'm in
not-
melee, right?
No, it's if you're throwing into melee.
If you are throwing against someone who is melee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's like if
that,
I was
that
right
20
here.
didn't happen.
I mean, technically.
I have heard a rule about that in the past, but I'd have to
That was
look it up
old.
right now.
Yeah, no, it's
No, it was a 3.5 roll, but that was when you could like crit fail and hit your friend.
It's one of those
So
things where you sometimes remember it wrong. So that's still a 15 hit though.
I mean, it's an optional rule we can invoke if you like.
No,
and
it's
then confirming crits. Hated that.
Go ahead.
it's offhand.
yeah. So no modifier.
6.
All right.
That one.
It stays down.
Yeah.
The
All
dagger kind of like
Sinks into it.
sinks deeply into whatever's left of the gray matter supporting its head,
And then
it
you
kinda-
just see a wink before he turns back around to this one.
Okay.
Next is Cole this time.
Going for that one.
All right.
Let's try not to get a nat one.
You got this.
Oh yeah. 12 on the dice alone.
That hits.
I don't want that. That's better. 11 damage total.
It stays down.
Hexy?
Cool.
Yep, that's the hexed one. And then mind the gap.
You step in front of her.
Yep.
You want to back to back with me? And then we can flank.
Because this is drop down. How much drop down is this?
About 5 feet.
Would I be able to make it to here without an issue?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then
And
I'll
then
do
she
that.
can fling it.
Yep.
If you don't.
Yeah.
What was my ass?
Oh.
I'm just.
I.
You get it?
My bad. I thought you were the
It's your
zombie.
turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move my hex to this one.
That's amazing.
Alright.
Sorry.
It's a big happening.
Oh, that is a 15.
I like how you say that like,
That
oh,
hits.
that's not gonna hit.
Well, I rolled a 5.
Yeah.
For 16 damage.
Yeah, it does not stay up.
That thing is moving.
Thank you. It's what it's for.
Oh, this is like a round 4
Yeah,
of
Yeah.
my bless.
but that is my turn.
All right. Next, it is the last
Zed.
zombie that is not cowering in the corner is going to
Go
try
for
and
it.
club you. One doesn't have disadvantage or anything.
Nope.
That's a not. That's a. Oh boy.
What was the
21 to hit, but not a critical.
I'll take it.
So that is 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it kind of punches you right next to the groin. Like in the hip bone, just like.
Still sensitive.
Yeah.
Nerve.
Next is
Rebecca's down.
Nars.
top of the order.
Narcy.
And Narcy, go. Or
At
bottom
the
of the
bottom
order.
It's okay.
It's been a long time.
Like a
Ah.
board that's like visible for everything, and you just put your card in what order you are.
I've seen the hanging file
Yeah.
thing. I might
I-
have
But
to
something
I
just
like
streamlined.
using clothespins.
I don't
Yeah.
know what to
when I was
do.
doing it.
Something that's just quick and easy. It doesn't require a lot
Words
of, like,
or
prep.
vicious mockery.
I'll.
And just when you call out the name, you move it to the end. Of the
Yeah.
thing.
With clothespins, you just like knock them over.
move
Oh, yeah.
forward. You're like.
Just close enough to see him.
Sneaky boy, like, I don't know your name, but just, like, stab him, like,
Better.
better. You can get an inspiration.
And on inspiration, like they're going out of style. What are you doing over here?
And
They last
then
for-
vicious mockery on this guy and be like,
You're short.
You're short.
I mean, like, you had a clear shot of, like, the groin area, and yet you still missed.
Hey!
All right. I will. That is a 7.
Get that D4.
I love that your vicious mockeries are just pointing out ways they could have killed us
It's
better.
like, yeah.
4.
It's like you
4
really
points?
You didn't
Yeah.
see that. Such an easy way. You could have won. That's hilarious.
It goes. Oh. But it recovers.
Oh, okay.
It has its advantage.
If it makes it. It's a lot that it has to go through.
Mm-hmm. It's still processing your insult. Top of the order is Polly.
Does she want to get up and flank?
Yeah, she'll go. She'll move her 30 feet as far as she can get.
5, 10,
15, 20,
15, 20,
25, and then she'll cut the corner. Yeah.
30. Yes, please help.
And then she will try and hit it in the back.
Has advantage and bless.
Flanking. I'm
There we go.
It's just the inspiration.
That's true.
She
Like we are
did not use
definitely
it.
hedging our bets here.
So it stays down this time.
Oh, good.
And then she kind of like slowly turns and looks at the two that are still holding it in the corner. And she says, "This won't keep them much longer. But as soon as you attack, it will break the hold."
So just take him out.
She says you could try surrounding them and strike in unison.
like that idea.
All right. Next.
Do we have like?
Do we have time?
do
to
we have,
just,
like, a
We have
round
time
around?
together.
Okay.
One.
After you said that, because you said that you didn't know his name.
Yeah.
It's like, you can call me Antoine.
Antoine.
Thank you.
Come on.
And he will dash, pick up his dagger, and then get back to there.
I'll
Just
just.
a double dash.
There's enough
90
Oh yeah, sure.
damage between the three of you.
I mean, I have a rapier too.
And you have a
Same.
rapier and rapier, so you can all.
man.
Just take them out.
Provided you all don't miss in one
I can
attack.
also hex. Just
Yeah.
move
Yeah.
my hex.
Just
I'm going to say that you vanquished the last remaining. These, again, the sappers came in some time ago, but it looks like they all fell to the Red Order's traps.
Okay.
And then this other guy walked right through them, dismantling them as he went, and then just walked up and took this arrow before Sir Loris could do anything about it.
Spooky.
And are we gonna end it here?
Well,
Got
Okay,
a
good.
few more
Few more
minutes, if
minutes?
you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Okay, just double checking.
I think we usually stop at 9:30.
yeah, because the evening game it's harder to go as long.
Yeah.
4 hours would be right at 10.
There's
Or
the
3.5.
rope.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I should go into there.
Yeah.
That leads to the
Oh.
bottom.
Nope.
Oh, that's the other.
Wrong one. Hello.
There we go.
Here we are. There's the rope that leads from the bottom of the tower all the way up, and it's hooked to one of the crenellations on top of the tower. You can see the when you in the distance against the full moon or the crescent moon of the mother directly overhead, looking down at the tower. You see a humanoid shape leaning out over the tower. And you can see when it sees you moving down, and is that you folks down there?
Yes, it is. I'm trying to come up.
Any sign of my two men?
They're dead.
Oh, that's a shame.
I brought remains.
You what?
I'm just gonna start going up
Yeah.
the ladder or the rope.
If Antoine can go first,
Yep.
he's going to.
Oh, you just shimmy up.
Yeah, he's just going to go up real
Yeah,
quick.
like
Oh,
when you-
I'm gonna stop you and pull you down to whisper.
What?
If his two men had fake notes from notes are fake as well.
Antoine gets to the top. It's just like, have you seen any dead
Dead?
recently?
No, not recently, but there's some kind of ruckus going on in the city or the
Yeah,
town
there
over
is.
there.
Yes,
Yeah, there
there
is.
I've heard an alarm sounding for the past few minutes.
Honestly, I don't really care for you, but it's probably safer here.
Oh, well then I shall stay here and continue my research.
So I'll be next.
Yeah, I'll get up too.
Okay.
Same.
He actually offers
Alright.
to like give you
Oh,
a
yeah.
hand, like to help you up, just in case anybody takes it.
Oh, I don't.
Okay.
I
it's just
refuse.
no, well,
Pheno supporting scum. Fake Pheno supporting scum? No, thank you. Might as well be worshipping Shar.
So, we should go. It's.
Yeah. So
so you all make
when
it
we
up
get
to
up
the top
there,
of the tower.
I
Yeah.
just shoot you a look. Like,
Can we see like movement in the town? I know it's like a ways away.
Oh, but we did.
You see two. One looks like a fire just starting in a
Great.
building,
Awesome.
and you hear the very strange sound of a horn, like a cavalry horn, blaring.
3 horns.
Hmm?
is it
three
three
blasts?
horns, 3 blasts? It's a
Yeah,
Game
look.
of Thrones joke.
Oh
White Walkers.
White Walker.
no, but it is playing a cavalry charge theme.
Okay.
not the overture. No, just a kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have the notes, then,
Yeah.
right? I'll kind of like I'll stand behind him when you press.
We found these notes on your men.
The notes. Let
Yeah.
me see those.
And then when he goes to look, I'm gonna take out the hand and the head of his
Nice.
men.
Oh. That's terribly gruesome. I don't know if it's necessary.
Do you have one of those notes as well?
Oh, yes, I do.
Is it equally forged?
Forged?
Who did you get yours from?
Mine from the prince himself. Let's see,
Let me see it.
Who do you think you are, young dark lady?
So, I'm... First off, I'm going to grab him, because I'm behind him, spin him around,
Yes!
and then just pin him against the...
Oh, I thought you were going to hold
tower?
him over the...
No, against his wagon, I'm assuming, because he has a wagon, right? That's
Sure.
it's up there. I'm going to pin him against the wagon.
I say, sir.
Intimidate
Unhand me.
Intimidate check.
Oh, wee!
It's not that intimidating. So when I pin him, I just go...
Your voice screams.
No, he just...
Tell me what I want
No,
to know.
he just like pins him and just... I just...
Alright.
Like he was going to say something, he's like... Shit, I forgot what I was going to say.
I get so emotional, I can't.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, well, do you want me to find my note or not?
Yes, that would be very lovely.
Still don't know why you have to show.
And probably hurry.
Alright. I'm doing what I can. I must have left it in the wagon. Goes around to his wagon.
Runa follows, like,
He's in
very
the back
closely.
of the wagon, not
yeah.
at the front of the wagon. He's not like, I must have left it under the seat.
And
Yeah!
Boom, boom.
But he will, eventually he finds, oh, here it is. There, miss.
Cole, check it out.
I'll take it.
And this is a real writ.
This makes me even more angry.
And it is signed by Prince Fino.
Yeah.
The real, well, as close as you can tell. If it is a forgery, it's much better than the ones. But you have a feeling some of the verbiage is taken for
From
the
this
brothers,
one?
like the brothers cribbed these off of his to use them in the future, maybe.
we can talk to him later. He'll still
We
be here.
should,
If he leaves, he'll die.
you should beware the company you keep.
I'm just going to shove it into his chest.
And what vaults you open to evils you do not understand.
I haven't opened any vaults. I just
Shut
came here to
the
explore.
fuck up.
I don't talk to you this way. Perhaps you folks should be on about your business while
I would just say,
I continue my research.
I would say, like, the normal, like swear or whatnot that you would call, like, someone who's a Fino supporter. Like, just
Affiliate.
like, a dog follower. Yeah.
Affiliate.
But Runa starts
Yeah.
down the hill.
And I'm just going to...
You guys all jog down the hill.
Yeah.
You do him say, wonder what's got them so upset.
It's like, how many miles away? Is it like a mile?
No,
If-
no. It's literally just maybe a couple hundred feet out of town.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But you got to climb down a hill.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's going to take some time. It'll take you like a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get back to the gates of the city.
Oh, really steep hill?
Hmm?
Really steep hill?
Unless you want to, like, fall on your face if you go too
And it's dark.
and it's dark.
Fair.
And then it doesn't just like stop at the gates. The gates kind of like go out of ways.
Yeah.
But you make it to the town. There's a 3 fires by the time you get back to the town.
Yeah.
You do see a very strange sight, though. Sir Digby Caesar's medicine cart is blocking the exit south out of the town. Unfortunately, you're going to have to move it to get in.
Can we slide underneath it?
Or...
Oh, yeah. You should
Yeah.
be able to do
Yeah.
that.
It's a cart.
Yeah, it's a cart.
Yeah, no, I'll crawl underneath.
Yep.
Okay.
Slide.
Yeah, you can see that the cart, the medicine cart, is open like he's putting on a show on the other side, and there's actually a stage that folds out, but there's a bunch of like broken bottles and things, and then there's 3 dead things at the front of the stage.
But no Sir Digby.
No Sir Digby.
Okay.
But you do see, just on the inside of his wagon, at the very end of it, the outline on 2 nails of a cavalry horn.
Oh. Okay.
Look in the...
Do we still hear the horn?
Yes.
I will follow that
And
sound.
you also hear shouts from Sir Digby Caesar. Have at you, dead thing!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I take off running towards
I'll follow whoever.
that.
Okay. He seems to be
can
having some
perceive.
trouble at the schoolhouse.
Yep, that's
Oh.
fair.
That makes sense.
And as you approach the schoolhouse, you will see he has got his back to the door. What looks like a broom stuck through the door handles, and he's like holding it still and blowing his horn. And he says,
Oh, he's like keeping the door closed?
yeah. He says, I've got most of the beggars in here, but could use a little assistance.
Gladly.
And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Awesome.
Okay.
That was fun.
I just had a rules question. I can ask you later.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Thanks for watching this little bit of exploration
Yeah.
underground and fun, silly
So
stuff.
excited.
It's kind of a little different than the last time we ran this.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But good night. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Next the next time this game plays.
Hopefully next week we'll have a game, and the game, and then we'll return to normal scheduling the week following.
And then the week after that, it'll be something
Another
weird.
weird game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Stay tuned.
everyone will stop having vacations.
Yeah, it's all a weird vacation time, but nonetheless.
Good
take
night.
care.
Bye.
Good night.